Okay, so I think I'm just about ready to get started. I'm actually going to skip my normal process since I got some people waiting on me, but welcome to anybody coming into the surprise PSO stream. Let's do a little quick chat just to get things running. I guess I could play some music, but I kind of want to get into the game, so I'm just going to boot up in the background. So I decided, there's enough people that are interested in leveling that I guess it wouldn't hurt to just stream it, and then people can chat in this chat for some PSO. But in the meantime, there we go. No one expects the surprise stream. In the meantime, I guess we'll just boot up the game. I did get a couple items between streams, and I'm going to showcase how powerful they are, and they are absolutely game-changing for me. So I don't expect today to be a very long stream, probably like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but you know how those things go, you make an estimate, and then things happen. But I think from the standpoint of PSO, figured you could showcase the items and help a friend level a little bit. Friend of the stream, that is. Apparently, I crashed Firefox. That would be why we are not listening to music prior to that point. Good job, Firefox. You did it. You crashed on us. Good job. So sorry for no music at the moment, but we're going to switch it over again. We'll be all good to go. So let's jump into it. Hello, ChaosVania, just the person I want to see. So I am going to go ahead and... I guess I'll make the game. So I picked up 2 items that should significantly reduce clear time. I think I leveled maybe once off stream, maybe. But we're going to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to make one called, say, Chaos Rocks. Standard password as always. So the intent behind it is we are going to help ChaosVania level a little bit. Hello, Murphy. I know, surprise stream. It came out of nowhere. I think I mentioned in the Discord I was thinking about doing it, but I didn't talk about streaming. Just finished your mags? Well, if you are bored, you're more than welcome to hop in. But the goal will be to level ChaosVania a little bit. Glad the mag beaning is going well. So I got our new best friends. We got the blue merge. I'm actually going to put away the 3 seals. I don't need that anymore. Reminded of the Toy Story moment where like, I don't want to play with you anymore. But anyway, let's go ahead and put these away. I don't need these at all. Yeah, I definitely made it. I got a red barrier finally. It was a good price. 4 photon drops, I'm okay with. I think originally when I looked, it was like 8 or 10 or 16. And I waved my finger. I was like, there's no way I'm paying that much. But for Murphy or probably ChaosVania, but also extended to Murphy, I did get a couple of heavenly bodies while testing. Ironically, I went into I fought one wave with the Rafoi merge to test damage, and the first wave had the Del Rappy, and it drops the heavenly body, of course. So I was like, okay. I wasn't planning on playing that long. It kind of is what it is. So, oh, I forgot to do the thing that I said I was going to do, which is put away the 3 seals. I'll leave here for now. I don't find that useful. Honestly, if I need to kill a Goron Detonator, I'm gonna commit. It's fine. I'm gonna Chain Lightning. I know, Wednesday stream out of nowhere. Hope you're doing well today, Tron. I'm sure you'll be happy to know that Suikoden 4 is going okay. I don't like the boat mechanics, but I like the game otherwise so far. Oh, definitely. Definitely a celebration of all the mags completing. So I'm gonna go ahead and make it. I've been feeling this is not gonna be a very, very long run, so take some time. The boat is sucky for sure. Oh no, you played it, Try? I don't want any spoilers, but... Man, that invisible wall... It's fine, Murphy, take your time. We'll start up a little bit. Or... It's fine, take your time. But from the standpoint, Try, I will say that boat's, like, the wide berth it makes around the islands was driving me a little wonky. Yeah, like at one point it detoured me, I kid you not, like an entire island away from the island just so I could turn around. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't worry, Murphy, take some time to feed. We'll pick up. I think Calvitium will be joining us as well, and we'll speed it up. I just want to showcase the raw power of this. It's almost two-shotting. If any spread needles applied, it basically kills. Even in multi. What a monstrous weapon. That damage is insane. Instant level up. So yeah, I'm still seeing like up. So I'll unequip it. We'll use these enemies as a demo. Well, hold on. Something more important than the demo has appeared. It's another photon drop. So anyway, let's try this again. So we're gonna set this up and come back for the tri-fluid, I swear. So we're gonna show with the merge 588. 484. So I'm getting 104 damage from one item. Absolutely ridiculous. In single player, this is insane. Yeah, there were people. I was trying so hard. You might have seen me in the trading post. I was like just trying to find anybody that sold them. And like everybody was out, and then somebody like pity messaged me. But eventually I got in. I gave away my only red barrier to Chris, friend of the stream, on Tari's Convoy. So he has, I think, a Gafoe merge. I have everything I need to make a legit red barrier if I want to. I don't know if I would use that as much as I would use the blue barrier for the other enemies. As I said before, I chain lightning here over like AoE lightning, so I don't really lose out from not having 3 seals in that scenario. Speaking of which, I gotta get better at the menu there, but I'm doing 500 damage with the Ravarda now. It's just like, wow. What a quality of life change. So I kill in 5 casts every time. Goodbye. And I just gotta get used to menuing a little faster so that way I can swap between like Astark and Sandrappy waves. But definitely as we come in and start fighting these enemies, I think instead of weapon swaps, I'm gonna get used to this. Wow, 3-shot. So everybody's getting 3-shot, and even the Zoos take it a lot from the Rafoe, honestly. Like I could just use this to kill. I don't even need to swap for Ravarda there, because it's already so strong. Like granted, I'll probably swap in like ultimate, but for very hard, this is kind of like MVP, not gonna lie. Like it's not bad damage. But if I want to, I can Barda them. But yeah, red barrier I think I've only found one of the entire time I've played PSO. I have a handful of blue and yellow, and I helped Murphy get a few of the more interesting ones earlier. In fact, what I want to do here... So I do 436 versus like 380 with Rafoe. So they were like weirdly similar and very hard in terms of damage. That'll be less so in the other difficulties. The 465 with Blue Merge isn't terrible. I'll try without Blue Merge and see how I feel about it. I think I'll get a chance here. $388. I mean, it's not bad. But again, like I do about as much with the Rafoe now, which is very silly. But making the blue inspire me to actually get the red. It's been something I've been putting on the back burner for a while, and then I was like, well, I use Rafoe now, and I picked up like 2 Rafoe amplifiers. I should probably just do something with them. Because Chris helped me get one, I think, the other day on one of the streams. But I had been sitting on one since forever. And that was back when I didn't use Rafoe at all. And I was like, dang, if only I had Gafoe. And now I'm like, I gave away my Gafoe, and then I was like, oh, if only I had Red Barrier. Actually, I want that more. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm set up for all fire damage with the Condition Cloak Rafoe. So my raw damage is just BS. Honestly, I might even just do this over Gafoe, because it's just so fast. Like, I don't think I'm losing that much time, honestly, by not Gafoeing here. Make them run. The only time I want to Gafoe would be, I think, after this wave. Oh, one more with. Hello, Calvitium. Hope you're doing well. We're just doing a little warm-up run with ChaosVania, but everybody is welcome to join after that. ChaosVania already 67. And I think with how I deal with the Dorphon here, Ripoe Merge is just so much more useful. Because I can target the Dorphon and just wipe everything. Oh, he's out of range. But not from my grants. I don't think it'll take long with the new setup, to be honest. Like, even with just 2 people. So just imagine, like, when this character actually caps on MST, like, my damage can just get so much higher still. Wow, Fireball is actually worse than Ripoe now. That's amazing. So I have no reason to use single target Poe. Nice. I'll switch out real quick. So if I want to play more of the ice support, I could do that. Thank you for the shout out, Trying. So like having Vectron level 15. I mean, your force support is always welcome. But man, oh man, that merge is so good. I forgot to Poe there. That was a player skill issue. But at the same time, I mean, like, just look how much damage I'm doing. Like, goodbye. A little healing action there. Like, my Rabarda is okay. I don't know if I need to swap to it in here. It's more fun for me to do, for sure, on the Poe New Roll. I think the blue barrier will be for her. She's more of a support character. But for characters that are just, you know, they show up and they begin blasting, Ripoe Merge is just so good. What a time save. So now it does like the same as Rabarda, but it AoEs it a little easier comparatively. What a quality of life change. Like, that is much faster than trying to use grants comparatively. Let's hope everybody is doing well today. Let's get the perfect frame. Yeah, it's definitely super nice. So I think, Murphy, we were talking about before in the Discord. I'll bring that conversation into the Twitch thing. So you were saying, like, how do I save money? Like, how do I get a lot of money? And honestly, as I was saying before, I barely have any held items on at any time. I have like 1 set of dye mates. I'll keep dye fluids because I'm a force, and tri-fluids. I never bring mono fluids. For multiplayer, I'll bring in Soul. Star Atomizer's overkill. I use that for mag fixing. But honestly, like, as long as you just go back, like, at the start of each of those rooms in solo, usually never run out of money. Even on very hard, the armors here are worth so much comparatively. Speaking of which... yeah, pretty much if it's not, like, a 4-star on very hard, it's probably going to give you a decent amount of money. Like, that Guardian armor is amazing for money. But things like Strikers, I'm not gonna waste my time on them. Divinity armors are good. I feel like the time taken to analyze whether it's a shield or armor and memorize the chart would be better spent just picking up the items and selling them. Oh yeah, here's a room where I think Ripoe would beat Ripoe just outright. The other room, maybe. We killed so fast. I'll think about it. Let's try something like this. That damage, though. So if I had max MST, that would have been 1 less spell. Oh, wait a minute. They're all dead already? Never mind. No fears. Yeah, like, you can use it because, like, the Maristas are coming. So, like, for example, if ChaosVania kills this enemy, it would save me time, potentially. But it's not, like, needed. I'm just gonna nuke them anyway. I think from the standpoint of, like, making sure the Maristas don't jump, definitely Ripoe always has the edge over Ripoe in that situation. But in scenarios like this, I'm just like, what an amazing duo. Oh yeah, when you got multiple forces, oh yeah, the equation changes for sure. Do regular Poe there, whatever. I mean, their weakness isn't even fire, and it's doing 392. Like, that's not low. Nice level up. Yeah, that's not a low amount. Although, for some reason, I can't target that one. So here's where I would maybe lose time, is on this stupid detonator wave, where if I had 3 seals, it'd be faster. Because I do prefer to chain lightning to deal with them. So this is, like, a little bit slower. Whatever. Oh, you put on the Fire Claw? I don't recommend that. Nope. Okay, I found enough. I need to start Grancing. We'll protect ChaosVania, aka the Demon Slayer. Yeah, I fully agree. We call that the backwards kill. I didn't give that enemy the dignity of being looked at when I killed it. It died to my unbuffed Razan. But for sure, like, there's sometimes, like, where things are technically optimal, but I have to recognize, like, my menuing is not great, so it's not worth me swapping literally every wave, but per room it might be good. Nice Jaya. So here's an example where I think I would just stick to Rafoi, even though I know there's, like, a Razan wave I do use. Just because everything is weak to fire here, and Rafoi's okay against it. Angry Fist with hit, nice. Yeah, that didn't seem fair. You teleported on me. That's a new behavior. Is it because a shot was fired at him? I'm not used to him actually teleporting at the first strike, because I didn't hit him. Interesting. Leg up the mop up 3 with the Rafoi spam. Yeah, we'll probably try some other quests, so if people are interested, we'll take a look. We do a lot of this one because we get tickets, and I feel like the tickets are just so powerful for new characters. Why did I move to the left? I know I would go to the right to dodge that. I guess I got scared. I got scared of the fireball and went away from it instinctively. But yeah, I just feel like the tickets are just worth it. Even if there's some quests that might be slightly better in episode 4, if it doesn't give tickets, I don't know. Getting that random 200k is like so big when I gamble. So even if I'm playing very hard, I'm still gonna get something I want. Exactly. Like I didn't have the best of luck, and I ended up like probably plus 1.2 million on very hard. And I'm like, okay. And I got like 10 total TP material, just helping somebody get to 80. And like, I would not really do that with other kinds of quests. So that's a nice feeling. I was not far enough forward. So like, here's an example where 3 seals would have been technically a little faster. Am I still not in the right spot? Jeez. But again, it's very small compared to literally every wave that is Rafoiable. Like, even this one is sick. Hitting the zoo, doing decent damage. Able to crowd control it, where Barda or Barda would be very situational. Oh, that's a jerk move. You got me on the final cast. Oh, too far. Hello, Zoo. Fine, I will end you then. Targeting, please. Is that really not far enough? Thank you. Silliness, chat. Put out a good bowie here. I was gonna say to discourage the lasers. I think this is good enough, though. Alright, he's got the other zoo. I'm good. Sure, I mean, it's gonna be like another 5+ minutes, so you should be fine. Not 3 gets 15,000 and a try grinder. The difference is like when you get the second place prize from tickets, it's 200,000. Like, it only needs to do it once, and it pays off. It's so much money. It's so big. I'm sure chat would agree. As I said before, I got 1.5 million just from that. Let alone the 20,000 you get for clearing it, even in very hard. Episode 1, Endless 4, Anglish 10. Is that really efficient, though? That sounds like it wouldn't be. How long does it take you to kill a claw, and how much is it worth? Yeah, we'll be free soon, Calvitium, as I said before. We'll be like another 5 at least. Because to me, I mean, like, even if they're worth, like, 800 experience, let's say put out a number, if you're taking, like, a minute to kill it, I don't think it would be worth it. Over 2,000? If you play with the kill counter, I want to see what the average XP per second is, for sure. If you know that number offhand, I would know instantly whether it's worth it or not, compared to this one. So, like, on average, I get about, without the XP bonus, 110 XP a second while supporting people. If I'm playing solo, it's more like 140. TTF can technically be more, but I don't like doing that as the force. But this episode is just worth so much experience. I could probably get away with Anguish 1, honestly, if I just wanted to pump the difficulties slightly. I didn't think about it in solo play. Because I should hit the thresholds already. Like, right now we're getting 57. It's, like, roughly double. It would probably be, like, 104 in Ultimate. Maybe, as I said before, like 110. If you're just purely on the beginning part, it's, like, 140 experience per second because of, how dense the initial waves are. It kind of tapers off in the underground, which is why I'll end up doing like a 4E, for example, for the boss kill, since it will generally be worth it to me. Thank you for giving some tips. But yeah, that's something I pay attention to all the time. I don't talk about it often, but my eyes are in, like, the bottom right whenever I'm not talking to chat. I'm not looking at my character. I'm like, my character's fine. It's just... unless I hear a get hit sound, I'm fine. Like there, I took damage. I'll back up slightly, but... that was annoying. He got me on, like, the frame I selected Dimate, so it didn't use the Dimate. What a jerk. Fine, I will deal with Rappies. Goodbye, Rappies. And this should still work. The only awkward part is, as I said before, finding the right Rifoe target on some waves. Cool, I'm low on tries. One just dropped, though. I got bailed out by the game. Picky game. Do I Mag Blast? I feel like the answer's no. Oh yeah, he landed demons. He's got a... I gave him a 50 hit. He'll be landing those, especially as the Ramar. $10.56. Well, that's the XP taken, but I'm talking about XP per second. Like, if it takes you 10 seconds to kill it, it's not... for me, it wouldn't be worth it. If it takes, like, 5 seconds to kill it, maybe. And we're even talking as a group. So that's why I was saying, like, the XP per second would be useful to track in that scenario. Something we might experiment with later. I don't know what strategy you use to kill them, though. I think from the perspective, too, if the numbers are close, like, let's say it gives 150 XP a second total, and that includes, like, getting through whatever atrocious waves you need to do. You have to factor in, like, the reset time into the lobby, but also, if it's not a lot of enemies in general, sometimes I'll just prefer to do, like, episode 4 just because of the fact I'll get a lot of chances at, like, Photon Crystal or, like, good surface rares. Which I think is why I also just always play episode 4. There's so many reasons to pick it over everything else. But I would be interested. If it broke like 200 without XP up, that would be very, very interesting. Alright. Took about as long as I thought it would take. Although we did clear it a little faster. I think it's about a minute faster than when I'm just with one other person. Yeah, because that's the thing too, is like, even if it's not like a drop on the drop chart that I want, photon drops. The more enemies I fight, the more chances. The more enemies I fight, the more materials I get. So there's kind of like that unstated benefit where I will do things like Terrell's Ego for some characters as an example while doing rare runs, and that'll be the way I level. And sometimes I'll put it on like Anguish 1 or Anguish 2 because I already know it's not really going to offset my like number of hits. The N1 plays a big part in the claw reset. Do you need to reset them though, in general? I thought you could just do that without it with Razond. But again, like how many casts is that? And then like how long does that take? Assuming you're using Razond. Because I know Chain Lightning will whiff. Got Escape Doll, not bad. So, I think it's always worth it to keep the Tri-Fluids, because they're basically worth it. Yeah, like as I said before, if you get that little tracker that I'm using, I would be interested. Because, like, for example, TTF can be really crazy. Like, sometimes, like, I'm playing an XP event, it'll be as high as, like, 226 XP a second. And that's assuming I do at least up to Worms, or the Worm Boss. Mind Boss, it actually usually drops down by 10 to 15 just because the enemies are not as favorable, and or I go for the Sinnoh drop, which will also obviously impact time if I only fight 4 enemies every few seconds versus the ludicrous amount of boss XP back to back. But yeah, it'd be interesting. Like, I don't think there would ever be a claw rare I'd go for, but in terms of killing the claws and maybe going for a Ruins box chance, that would be kind of interesting. Since Anguish is supposed to increase the rate at which you get tech weapons, I believe. So I know in that quest, I think you're talking about, you'll kind of go there, 15 casts. So it's about, it would be about 15 seconds then. But you also kill a lot of them at once. So again, that it's going to be one of those things where I would want to see the XP per. And then I would do some math. Because it takes about a solid minute. If all you're doing is that first room that I'm thinking you're talking about, if all you do is walk in that first room, kill the claws, and reset, then you have to add another minute for going into the game. And that's time you're not just getting any experience. So if the run itself is like 3 minutes, but 1 minute is set making the game, it's kind of one of those things. Doing 2 rooms, that's a little better. You know what, I'll keep the Angry Fist. What am I doing in terms of items held? Doing okay. Yeah, if you happen to do that, I don't think I will do that, at least not today. But I'll think about it in the future. Because I think I know what quest you're talking about, like offhand, not just by the name. Because, oh, I see what you mean. Because, yeah, you go through that first one, there's the T hallway, you turn right for treasure, left. The first room would be the claw spawns there also. That makes sense. That makes sense. 10,000 to 7, not bad, on very hard. Okay, so if chat wants to hop in, we'll defer, I think, to probably Calvitium and maybe Murphy. But we'll see. We'll do, call it Ziggy VH. Password is king. And we'll let people in. I'm hoping I chose the right episode. I always blank out. Like, I'm in such autopilot sometimes. I don't even remember. I'm checking, actually. Yeah, that's the right one. But yeah, I was doing a lot of resets initially. My preferred run, I think, is A. Is it A? Nah, I think I'm gonna go to B. I just do the surface before the zoos. It doesn't really matter which one I pick, I guess, in that scenario, going up to very hard. And I used to do A all the way through, but the ending of A is so bad. I just close out once I get to... I basically fight my way to the end of A, and I do the room where it's like the Satellite Lizard, Rappies, and then I quit out. I don't bother doing anything else there. The delay normal. Sometimes it takes a while for people to boot or join. It like just doesn't connect for some reason. So if Calvitium is around, we'll summon him. We'll wave the flag. But yeah, like I made money on that quest, and all I brought in was 10 tri-fluids. Because again, I have at least 12 slots open. E indeed. Oh, hello. We have a lot of high levels rating. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I guess they watched the stream. I don't know why they're screaming. I think what I'm gonna do. Oh, Firebox has crashed. I don't know why they're typing ah. I find that kind of annoying, to be honest, chat. Okay. They've left. Well, anyway, that was random. I mean, I don't mind higher levels just like jumping in if they watch the stream, but it's just like if they're just gonna shout for like 2 minutes. I don't know what to say about that. So anyway, you should be able to join. Yeah, like when people are like playful with it, or like, you know, we had a Verb, for example. Like, I'm okay with that. It's very silly. We don't have to play very seriously, but it's just like they're just holding the keys down. Yeah, like there's the fine line when they go like, yeah, and they do it for like 6 boxes or like 8 boxes. Like, I wouldn't have said anything had it been that short. It would have been like, okay. Kinds of things. It would have been like, okay. But it was a bit odd, but that's fine. So I see the crew has been leveling quite a bit off stream. 87 and 83. We'll get ChaosVania just a little closer for Sunday while enjoying the wonderful benefits that is playing with a group of people. Makes sense. Welcome, Lantana. I was gonna say, is there any reason for all the ahs? Just gonna go ahead and clean these bad boys up real quick. Ooh, slightly out of range for Rifoe, unfortunate. Yeah, like here I probably should just be Rifoeing. It's whatever. There we go. Technically more efficient. We did it. Love you. Thank you. Just trolling. Sounds about right. But hopefully you're doing well. We'll have fun. Hopefully you get lots of rares. Maybe a red ring. Oh, thank you for the follow. Score enemies, chat. Photon Crystal. See, that's what I'm talking about, chat. Episode 4, paying off as usual. There we go. Goodbye, random ass stars. Hello, swapping better. Do I go back? I think I go back for that power material. I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think we cap Calvitium or our good friend ChaosVania. We need more of those. So at some point, I'll probably cap Calvitium out so I don't have to think about it. And then I will offer some for ChaosVania. I know I legit gave ChaosVania 99, so it's not like I did not give some to ChaosVania. But I think Calvitium is super close, if I remember correctly. Whereas human characters need a little bit more. Yet another power material. Interesting. I have capped on stars. Okay, well I'm just gonna use these. Another photon crystal, congratulations. So that's one of the other quests I like to do on occasion if I don't care about my photon crystals. You can do a quest called Black Paper Deals 2. That guarantees rare enemies in episode 4. You don't get any items from it per se. You get items for beating the quest. Enemies don't have any drops, but that XP is pretty high. I just usually prefer not to do that quest because I don't like ones with limited resources. That poor Zoo got demoned into the bomb. Rest in peace. Goodbye, Zeus. I was using the Astark as my base for the Ripoe. I should probably pick up a couple dive fluids. I shouldn't just skip all of them, honestly. But I don't need like a whole ton, I think, to complete the quest. Not with this many people. This is kind of one of those scenarios where I guess I'll Ripoe into Gifoe, because they're so spread out that Gifoe would take too long. If I could just kill those, for example. And then from here, I focus on Gifoe. It should be fine. ChaosVania, a nice 69, as denoted in the chat. Got a Heavenly Arms. What an amazing drop, Calvitium. I'm glad you got that. That legit is useful, even all the way up to like 150, 160. Accuracy is probably one of the most important things to have in the game. I would almost argue in some scenarios it's better than ATB. In particular for episode 2. Yeah, Heavenly Arms is super good. For those not aware, it adds 25 accuracy, which is silly. As I'm sure ChaosVania remembers, he's trying to get up to 160. Just imagine you just have 2 Heavenly Arms, suddenly you have 50 accuracy. So you could use weapons you are definitely not supposed to do with range. But more importantly, it makes it so that you're able to land specials more consistently. And that is a ton of fun. So powerful, chat. And then there was one Zoo. My Gifoe was too slow. That wasn't my bad. I cast it, but not fast enough. All dead. Nice. I do like the look of the merge on the inside. It's got like a little bit of a pattern. It's not always easy to see. Outside is okay. I do like you could see the shields on your arm, depending on what it is. So we'll wait for the team, we'll reapply some buffs. Magician TP, get out of my inventory, you're not welcome. We'll leave one dye fluid so we don't lose the item placement. Rebuff everybody. Wow. That double force, it's certainly something. Any room weak to fire is just like, oops. Might as well just call it an optional battle. Speaking of optional, where is that disc? Do I not see it? Question mark. Oh, it's behind me. I got baited, chat. I was looking for the music disc. It's very important, chat. Crucial to the run, even. A little closer. Mine material, sure, I'll pick that up on the way out. Hopefully everybody is feeling that their characters are getting stronger. I'm sure even the forces are feeling a lot stronger. That MSP per level up is so much more important and very hard than Ultimate. Actually, chat, you know what? Someone was bringing up something on a previous video. I wrote a very long and extended comment on it, and I figured, you know what? Since we're looking for things to talk about, maybe chat will agree or disagree. But it was basically coming down to, like, in Ultimate, I think it was posed, I had stated in general that the game doesn't favor forces. So I wrote a very lengthy comment on that particular one, but I do think it's an interesting topic. It's something we've talked about across like many videos, but not necessarily in like one group. So I'm going to add some clarification to that, because I do believe it's true for multiplayer. I think for single player, they could do just fine. In fact, I would prefer forces in some episodes, or even some levels or combination of gear, over some of their counterparts, because honestly sometimes just having that Gel-in 30 is such a lifesaver that you just end up being tankier than some of the other characters that are allegedly better in stats. But when it comes to things like clear speed and things like that, I do think the force does fall off pretty hard in Ultimate with multiplayer. I think my favorite example to give for people not aware, the Chaos Bringer normally has an ice resistance of 30 in single player and Ultimate. And you're like, okay, that doesn't sound high at all. And it's not. Then you go to multiplayer, and then you were hit with the cruel awakening that that enemy has a 90% resistance. You go from dealing 70% of your damage to 10%. What are you supposed to do with stuff like that? Like, the Chaos Bringer is probably the most egregious offhand example I can reference, but it's true. There's things where, like, their waves should be fast, they should be easy, but they aren't, due to how the game does the multiplayer resistances. In particular, they even struggle with some enemies in Forest. Like, weirdly. Not like they're impossible to kill, but, like, think of the clear speed of something as common as a Hildebear, which is, like, really annoying to kill as a force. Like, sometimes it could take me in multiplayer, like, 10 plus casts to kill it, whereas, like, other characters will kill it in 5 swings. And if they have Spread Needle, they're killing 5 of those like in 6 attacks, more or less, right? At like the same level. It's just brutal. Just some of the things you're just not meant to do any force damage. Another really common example is name anything in episode 2 beyond Spaceship. I feel like that episode is so cruel to forces. Like, you both want their debuffs and then they just do no damage. Life is cruel. Epsilon having, like, what, 80 plus resist on everything. Unkillable as a force. Good luck. GG. You can debuff it and hit it with weapons, but, you are most definitely not going to spend the time casting checks on it. There are some advantages still to the techniques, like Razond is still useful, for example, to stunlock multiple, like, Murder Lilies. So it's not like they don't have their tricks. But when you look at it, instead of just in, you know, a thin view, when you look at it the whole, what do other characters have to deal with some of the more egregious enemies, in particular in Episode 2? Like, a Force doesn't have a Spread Needle. A Force doesn't have the really high accuracy to really nail consistent specials. So Paralyze is off the table, which is a very common way to deal with some of these enemies. They don't have Frozen Shooter, which is guaranteed freeze. So they can try to rely on, like, the situational Rabarda, and it can be useful, but they really lack some of the consistency. In particular, as you do things like Seabed, and all you really care about are, like, Hell handguns, for example, that can cause death. Forces are going to objectively have the worst accuracy in the group. Like, granted, you could debuff some enemies, but the ideal thing would be, you know, if you're playing a Ramar or a Ramarl, you're going to have this insane accuracy, and you could just destroy them. Or you're playing a Rockcast or a Rockaseal, and you have freeze traps, and you can destroy them with guaranteed freeze. Or even if you're a hunter to some extent, you'll have decent-ish accuracy, you'll have more health to tank things, and potentially traps. So, I don't know, the road's a little rough. Obviously, there are exceptions to the rule. I do feel like they're very solid in Episode 4, even though enemy health scales really high, and things like Zalor mixed with teammates with Shifta scale much better. So, there's some uses. And as I said, we've talked about over and over again on the stream, things like Gafoi. Gafoi will always have its use. Forces will always be welcome to stack Gafoi on, like, a Sinnoh wave for free damage. But, like, when it comes to killing some of these bosses or these high priority targets, like, they just do no damage, and it's kind of sad. In particular, Feel Woe. Try beating that Episode 2 final boss with only Tex. People that have not experienced that before, that nightmarish 90 resist monster on boss level health is just garbage. And I do not want to do that in multiplayer. As I said before, some of it is a little better balanced. The fact that they have way less health in single player, and, you know, some of the resistances aren't anywhere near as crazy definitely help. But there are some pitfalls. Now, granted, you could play the Force like a backup melee character, and some scenarios I would prefer doing that, but they also lack a lot of the what I would consider core weapons that make bosses easy. Like, not like, if I'm gonna use something like Last Swan, for example, to kill the boss, I'd rather just play Ramarl or Rockaseal. They'll do more damage, they have better accuracy, I'm able to snipe it further away. Things of that nature. Maybe I'll use melee weapons on occasion in, like, early Temple. Like, it's nice to be able to swap between things like the Vivienne and Rambling May. But, like, they don't have some of those core multi-hit damaging weapons that some of the other characters do. Like, even if you do have access to them, like Disco Brave Man, like, you're just objectively always doing less damage. It's like, are you really gonna spend time debuffing every single enemy's health in every room and then swapping into Disca? Or would you rather just play a character that could just instantly shoot, attack the wave, and kill? I think in particular with multiplayer, for the longer runs, this would not be considered a longer run for sure, but in the longer runs, let's say you're doing a Terrell's Ego or something, which isn't uncommon, being able to get to the Myla Eula and comboing it to be like level 41 plus kind of takes away the whole point of bringing a Force. I'm gonna be honest with you. And in particular, if you're playing really easy, like Forest or Caves, I really don't like bringing a Force into Forest or Caves. Almost 9 times out of 10, I will bring a Ranger if we're doing something like that. The ability to just spread needle loop is so powerful and so good that even just like a Ramarl, I would take over the Force, just because they would have so much utility, potentially, with the group. Speaking of which, one other thing I mentioned before, I have 1 dye fluid, I will always consume it so I can pick up another item. But it's not that Forces, as I said before, are useless. In fact, they're still quite good. I like them in Episode 4 over all the other classes still, in general. But it's a bit more situational. Like, I love the Faux Newman, and he's at, like, 199, but he just does not have the weapons needed to kill, like, Volt Op easily. Like, I have an Excalibur, but I don't have, like, a Spread Needle, or a Shotgun, or, you know, some multi-hit Disca with high ATP. Just don't have, like, a good boss weapon. I don't have, like, a good even like a good single target multi-hit with them. Like, I guess I could bring like a Girasol, but I don't know. Like, it doesn't work in every single one. Yeah, their biggest contribution is Jelen's Lure 30, exactly. I was saying that before too. Like, they basically just become like heal bots to some extent in most harder runs. And like, their Jelen's Lure is good. Like, it as I said before, there are more levers in multiplayer, so the cast that's already good now gets to not get any multiplayer penalty for playing multiplayer. They just have more health. That's not really like a downside to them. So typically you'll see a lot of people run around with 1 force and 3 casts, and that just is the meta for that reason. It's just so good. You got your on-the-fly early shifted D-ban. Longer runs, you got your potentially level 81 shifted D-ban that lasts the whole run. Kind of is what it is. I have fun with them, but there are just so many scenarios where I would go, yeah, I basically have to not play the force. Like, if I'm in episode 2, I really generally don't want to use spells. Enemy resistance is on average above 55. In most scenarios, they're even as high as 70 to 75 in certain areas. So just killing even like basic plants in the ground takes like 9-10 casts on just that difficulty. Whereas like Calvitium with mech guns would do like normal power, and it would be dead. Just comparatively. So there's just certain characters I will not bring into certain episodes for that reason. Oh no, the dreaded double trap vision. I thought it was an interesting topic because we didn't really talk about like meta or things like that. I'm not going to shy people away if we want to do double force. It will just encourage me to more often than not pick episode 4. If we have 2 forces, then I'm like, great, I can contribute. Yeah, it's like, do I really want to bring a force in a majority of the time against like a Del Beater or like anything in tower? Not really. I'm like, oh no, I can't get the guaranteed freeze on some of these enemies? Oof. No way. Yeah. It's like this, like 199 Phonumen will not out clear in multiplayer the damage that a character with Last Swan or a character with Heaven Striker or even a character just using like Charge Mech Gun. They just can't compete, unfortunately. As I said before, it's not that they're bad, they're just in different positions, and it is what it is. So I happen to love episode 4, and I love talking to people in particular. I think Vizuki from the stream says they hate episode 4, and I'm like, I understand. If playing a Fomarl in episode 4 is kind of miserable, I play them as kind of like an off melee, so I have more fun with them in episode 2, for example, than I do the other episodes. But if I'm looking just to be a pure spellcaster, kind of a big oof. I figure it'd be interesting to talk about. Not sure if people have opinions on it. Like, right now, we're, like, below Ultimate, so we're kind of, like, the kings of anything pre-Ultimate, because we just one-shot entire rooms, essentially. Okay, like the game. But, like, you'll see we'll go to other areas, and then, like, the AoE damage of things that aren't weak to fire is just greatly reduced. So it's like, yeah, I could hit like these 5 enemies or 6 enemies with Gafoi or Rafoi. Or I'm like, or I could just use Red Sword or Diska and do basically the same thing. Obviously there's exceptions if it's Satellite Lizard, but kind of is what it is. Yeah, it's just like, I do think the Phonumen might be the best level up character in the game. I'm willing to state it, I haven't tested every single character with those methods. But just the fact that, like, 1 Mind Mag and max Mind Material, and I'm good up until, like, level 60 is crazy. Like, I could literally have no armor, no shield, no weapon, and be fine. I could not say the same as any other character. The damage is too high, chat. Exactly, I would fully agree with that statement. And again, the other characters, you know, they all have their roles. There's like the flavors of force. I really like the Faux Neural, who I should be playing as, by the way. Actually, after I do this run, I'm going to swap characters. She needs more XP. We need to play more of her. She's a really great support character, so when we have Calvitium and we have ChaosVania potentially carrying our game, not just playing the game, carrying the game, keeping them alive with the super powerful Resta, and being able to do it from a distance without needing like a bazillion support merges, I think I'd prefer to do. They're also pretty good at ice. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, the things like where Faux Roll should be, like, amazing. Once you're no longer the solo carry, Faux Roll is great. Exactly. Like, it's weird because, like, there's some scenarios where, like, there's very clear and easy spells to defeat the enemies, and they just don't work in Ultimate. I think another great example of something I don't like in Ultimate is that sometimes they actually change the enemy weakness altogether. For people that weren't aware, that don't play both solo and multi or play Force. And sometimes that really sucks. I think the offhand example I could give are the lilies in Episode 1 Caves, where I used to be able to just Razan and kill the entire room. I have to use ice spells, and that can mess up some of your positioning on waves to the point where, like, you're not able to cover the whole room anymore. Whereas before, like, a chain lightning against a long series of lilies is like, whatever, it's meant for it. So sometimes there are just, like, those little switches. Even if the resistance numbers overall are similar, just the fact that it might change their weakness could just literally ruin the run if I'm playing it in solo. Now, fortunately, as a ranger and a cast, you don't need to worry about that. Your big, heavy sword and or machine gun / spud needle will cover everything. Everything is weak to gun. Most things are weak to giant sword. So you don't have to worry about the woes of a forest when it comes to that. But consequently, I get to have a lot of fun blowing things up in the meantime. I think this character is, like, also kind of solid for pod, where if I don't have to do the underground enemies, there's enough on the surface that's weak to, well, I could have done more damage there. There's enough on the surface that's weak to fire that it's not, like, a huge time loss to do. But without having very specific weapons to offset the force weaknesses, it's also extremely tough. In particular, the multiplayer Girdabulu is horrendous if nobody has a demons. Fortunately, we have our friend ChaosVania doing the demons, and we will probably need that if we intend to do ultimate. Because trying to kill a, like, 1600 plus, depending on your difficulty, Girdabulu with only grants is absolutely sad. It's really sad. We're like, wow, we're doing 700 damage. We only need like 40 casts to kill one enemy. Meanwhile, Ranger walks up. I'm just gonna demon laser and 2 shots instead. Like, GG. Outplayed. Or Calvitium will walk up and go, yeah, I'm just gonna whip out Musashi, carve him up, it's over. I think one other downside to consider too is that there are, in addition to weapons that are specific to Ranger and or Hunter, the Force also has very limited options to boost their accuracy. So Hunters get a privilege known as Sword Saint, which is amazing with things like Excalibur, the Proof of Sword Saint. So even if I would use Excalibur in the same scenarios, the accuracy a Hunter would have over the Force is just mind-bogglingly insane. Yeah, exactly. Like, ChaosVania's, like, he could shoot the Girdabulu once, and that would be like a 40-second something time save, even in very hard, let alone in, like, multiples of them in Ultimate. So he definitely has, like, a defined role. He will find the thing the forces can't kill and kill it. Calvitium has a defined role. Zoo's bad, gun him down. Like, he doesn't have to worry about the satellite lizards. We could deal with, like, the trash mob that blocks bullets. Like, we're fine with that. But when it comes to things like Dorfons or anything like that, you know, the higher you go in difficulty, the more you're going to lean upon somebody with those tools. And Calvitium's traps are also super useful, so we're talking about accuracy before. So accuracy is just so crucial to landing, for example, him doing like a normal special, or maybe a normal power special, depending on the enemy's evasion. So being able to reduce their evasion by so much just brings so much utility to the table. And we don't really need to debuff enemies that die instantly due to freeze trap. So again, it's just like another point off of the force. Because eventually you'll just hit a point where, like there, I didn't even hit the wave. Calvitium just went, you know what? The boot is dead. My contribution to that was nothing. It was all the team. And that's good. I want them to get to that point where they feel they outclear this character, which will probably be true in Ultimate. But hey, we'll be there to support. Put out a little friendly Gafoe for later. Goodbye, Astark. Your weakness yet again is bullets. It's too far, I'm just gonna grant it. Almost killed it in time. Almost. Off by one cast. Brutal. Goodbye, my health bar. Give Calvitium a little damage boost. We're gonna watch that Dorphon disappear. The true magic trick. Hello, Zeus. So yeah, we got quite a boss killing team. I do find it kind of sad that for bosses even like Falls, where it's actually kind of fun and fast to fight them with forces, like how bad it is in multiplayer comparatively. Like, man, I wish my unbuffed Fireball did more than like 200 damage on Falls. I wish, chat. Meanwhile, you play like the same difficulty. They get like 10-15% less, but the fact they have half health means you don't have to go through like a million cycles. Yeah, the bossing force, exactly. And that's the thing too, it's weird because like certain things that are like not hard at all in multiplayer are like suddenly so fun. Like I love the faux numeral in single player because she can get the Barda boost and the Foe boost as you stated there. So like I can kill the Chaos Bringers in like 3 casts. Where like in multiplayer, I killed them in like 12. It's like horrendous how bad they get nerfed on certain waves. Sometimes the game is generous and it's only like a 5% difference. It's not like completely atrocious, but it does add up, unfortunately. So anyway, I think that was my little spiel on forces. Del Rappy, where's Del Rappy? Where is it? Del Rappy ran. No way, second ignition cloak? I got spoiled, chat. You spoiled me, chat. You gave me something I wanted again. Wow. What a great drop. Look at that. I'm getting actual required / needed rares. It's very hard. You show up and see that? Welcome, Helcleave. Isn't that madness? I'm like, okay. We'll call that forced privilege. It's actually been pretty good in general. Oh, nice level up. ChaosVania at 71. Force at 89, and we still have Calvitium all the way at 85. But I'm sure by the end we'll see a couple tick-ups. Even though they are technically ready for Ultimate. Reason like these blue pool runs? Apparently. I almost feel like I don't want to swap out just for the rares. Like, I do want to level another Force, but they're not blue. So far, no regrets making this blue Force. I've been having a lot of fun doing pod for limiters, even though it's not efficient. Just having an excuse to do it. Mostly actually unironically going for Dragon Scale. Like, I actually want the Dragon Scale drop, so I'm like, yay, Shambredin. give me more Dragon Scales. Speaking of which, Helcleave. I think I got 2 Dragon Scales total. I might do a little deal with you to get some power materials for our friends here. And that would be quite a split of goods, I think. I'm gonna keep one for personal reasons, but I'm probably gonna do enough pod that I'll get more in the future. So I'm willing to give up one for like a set of materials. So many Dimates that I don't need. How am I doing in terms of fluid? Only 3 tri-fluid used. What a blessed life. Playing with another Force on this difficulty. Just half TP consumption, literally. Actually, more than that, actually. I think it was at 4 or something at this point. And no dye fluids. '71 ChaosVania, still very nice. Yeah, here's where I want to probably chain lightning the Marissa's. Yeah, it's definitely the play. Hope you're doing well, hopefully. We were talking about forces. So if you have any thoughts and feelings towards forces and ultimate, that was the topic we had earlier. So overall, I do like them in... I forgot to move forward. I do like them in single player. I think they're kind of awkward in multiplayer in certain runs, and I just prefer not to use them. Just due to the fact that just Ranger is so much faster. I do feel sad that they're not able to basically be a spellcaster at all in most areas of episode 2. Those resistances are silly. I'm looking at you, Olga Flow, in particular. Exactly. Hellcleave summarized it in a very, very straightforward way. But that is a good summarization. Like, I do like them in single player because, you know, getting the Jellin out is kind of nice. You just become, like, unkillable. And or I can actually use them for their intended purpose of spells. So, like, I don't mind killing massive rooms of lilies with my Razan, for example. But alas, that privilege is gone in multiplayer. Rest in peace. Yeah, that was one thing we were talking about before, where it's just like, eventually you just have to commit to, you need some kind of weapon to deal with it as a force. So we named demons a few times. Bringer's Arm is their equivalency, or preferred, I guess preferred weapon. But yeah, it just relies on using ATA, which is like not usually a good stat for them at all. So it's like, if I'm just gonna be that kind of character, most of the time I just prefer to actually be a ranger. Do you know what I mean? Or even a hunter isn't too bad in some of those scenarios. Pretty good Calvitium above. There we go. I'm actually going to level. Interesting. Actually, not this quest. Next quest. Nope. Someone died instantly. Uh-oh, I'm being inefficient. Another 3 sealed on. Yeah, I also got off work not too long ago. I guess to respond to these other statement. I decided, you know what? Enough people were interested in PSO. Why not just stream it? Just one place we can chat. Because I know not everybody wants to get on like the voice chat. But we still have some coordination and things of that matter. We have one group chat. Although if there's ways I can improve the Discord for that, let me know as well. I'm still kind of new to that in general. I'm trying to think, when did I set up my Discord? Was it literally only last year? I feel like it was recently. Like, I've been experimenting with it before then, but like, the official public release, I feel like it's barely been a year. Wow. I can't believe it shows fire that many times in a row. That's too funny, actually. Goodbye, enemy. I was out of TP. That was a mistake. What I should be doing in this scenario, actually, I'm going to swap to Blue Merge while waking up. That should be fine. I actually want to lock them down with Rubarda here, if I can. Is that Rappy really in my way? There we go. We'll play the Frost Mage for a bit. But they're slightly closer together. Nice level up, Calvitium. So we almost have our first level 90 player in the group. We're getting there. Oh, laser. I went to Razond. I think I hit Gazon by accident there. Player error. Oh, they're just in the walls. I was like, wait, where is the other one? Looking around, I was so confused. It's like, oh right, they'd like to go on magical journeys through walls sometimes. In a far, far away planet, chat. We'll find them again. Why aim when you get grants? Well, that was the thing. They weren't even in the room. I had to find them. I was like, wait a minute. There's nothing near me. What happened? It died somewhere almost an entire room length north of our current room. I might have been able to grant it if I was literally against the wall. Maybe. I didn't get a chance, though. Chat was on it. I'm sure on their streams, or screens at least, it was there. When it even came with one slot. Nice. I guess the question is, maybe Hellcleave has been doing enough of these to just know offhand. Is Pink ID worth doing a run on for very hard? I know they get the Elemental Scepters, but I didn't look at the other things that they get. Is it looking like blue is objectively just amazing? Eventually, my browser will open so I can actually check this again. 1 second. Super focused. That checks out. I'm consulting the almighty drop chart, chat. They get, instead of Ignition Cloak, Heavenly Body. They do get Heavenly Minds, which is sometimes useful. Cursed Cloak, Terrell's Parasol, actually, well, it probably won't come with hit, actually. No, they're fine. They're fine. Yeah, I think it's more the Fire Scepter. Like, the Fire Scepter and the Heavenly Mind are actually not bad at all. I would take those. Although Heavenly Arms on Satellite Lizard, kind of sick. We got our first Heavenly Arms drop, I think, total since we've been playing this. It went to Calvitium. I think Green ID also gets it. Red ID also gets it. Yeah, Congeal's not bad. I like Congeal, as I said before, on like a support kind of mage. I actually like Congeal a lot if I'm doing boss rushes to episode 4, because almost every single time the weakness is ice. So between that and having like the, now I have a Blue Merge, and potentially also the Ice Scepter and or Summit Moon, certain boss fights will go super fast. I guess I'll mix it up a little bit, just to say I use the character. Although, Blue ID pretty good. I forgot to actually see what other people's IDs were. Got a pink, got a white. Don't remember what ChaosVania was. Put these in the share bank for now. Maybe. So there's one of the dragon skills. I want to trade at some point. I'm not doing it, but how am I back up to 88 foot? Whatever. I'm gonna think about it. Apparently I'm back up to 88. Apparently. Also, I have way too many heavenly bodies. Is ChaosVania still in the game? No, he's not. ID Calx is orange, thank you. Should be fine. Speaking of which, what level do I need to be for this? 99? Okay. That should be fine. I think what I need to do is just clean this out at some point. I have way too many Heavenlies now in my share bank, and I don't know what to do with these. For your Iggy cloak. Nice. So I'll hand it in. I'll swap it up a little bit. I did promise I would play the stream character, so I'll do at least one run, maybe two. The other character, just a little XP. I'm not even down to just doing blue runs in general. I'm high level. Honestly, like, it's kind of a nice pace. Not super hard. I get tickets easy. Anyway, we'll briefly play as Dumpling. The character needs love. Maybe I'll get a spare Fire Scepter. That'd be kind of sick. Almost at episode 1. I saw that. So let's go ahead and make it. Cat made my character very short. What a character. Okay, I had a feeling she did not have V801 on. She could... Oh, I don't have the ad slots though. I was gonna say she could use a Ignition or a Congeal here. I'll keep God Technique on, that's fine. Oops. Stop that. So many heavenly bodies. I don't know what to do with them. They're starting to clog my inventory. I might keep the blue merge on her permanently. As I said before, I like playing more of the support role with her, so if I'm not looking to do damage, Rabarda is just objectively better for the most part, because I can still stun lock, but also randomly freeze. I'll think about it. I think I have enough for the other things. MST's okay. It's technically higher than the other characters. Switch it to... see how that feels. Although that means I need an Agni on her. That's it. That money total is sad. I'm letting you know, chat. It's been a while since I've been at less than 2,000 Meseta on a character. I'm going to deposit 3 seals again, and also Cure Paralysis, because I don't need that right now. Do I have a Fire Scepter? I do. Good. I'm gonna bring that for Rafoi, actually. Okay. I think I'm ready to try this character out. It's been a while. Ooh, 215 defense. Ooh. That is a choice. I think I just have God abilities on because I wanted a tiny amount of defense, so I actually had over 200. But more importantly, still got MST. She barely gets over the counter, chat. Look at that. So tiny. This is what happens when you let chat make your character. If you're curious about the design, just ask chat on when they made this character. Let's see. Should do a decent amount of damage still. We last, exactly. The scepter is almost bigger than I am. It's amazing. I mean, 536 is actually pretty high. Huh. Honestly, not bad. Oh, I put Negat on that button? Okay, I'll try to remember that for later. I confused myself for a second. I guess on the plus side, she'll do about the same amount of damage with Foey here, even if I don't swap. Wow, 536. Goodbye, that wall of enemies. Battleverse, nice. 72 from ChaosVania. Lots of progress today. The Megan meme I had on the Ice Dragon we were playing was funny. We were using some meme gid. I think that's what we're gonna call it on stream basically forever. But speaking of which, what is our ice damage? 416, and with this it is what? 485? So it's a little lower than the faux Newmans at the moment. But my Barda damage is almost 800. Okay. Okay, that's a lot. I don't even have Summit Moon, which is the preferred choice for that. I mean, I have it, it's just not on her at the moment. That's actually silly. I guess I'll just use Barda. Oh boy. I almost want to put away Magical Piece. What a sad statement. Just don't think it's as useful anymore. Look at that, chat. I could do damage. Although my Rifoi is a little sad, I will say. They'll get there eventually with level ups at least. So I kind of like the complement. If I just lean on the Faux Newman for the fire damage, I'll just bring my Barda to randomly pierce and get multi-kills. Oh, by the way, Clumagon, have you been able to use your red ring on any character? Meant to ask if you have the exciting privilege of using the red ring. And damage, though. Annihilated, chat. I actually managed not to scare them away. I did it. Oh, the double hit? I hit the ass Sark and the Zoo? I did it, chat. That was so efficient. I killed 2 enemies with 1 Barda. And we're gonna go back to fire. Well, go back to Magical Piece here, actually. Better choice. Yeah, it's been a nice few, let's say, couple sessions at this point. Lots of levels, random rares. I think I've seen both Calvitium and ChaosVania streaming their characters. Well, Calvitium more I played with him, I guess, technically. Just ChaosVania with the streaming, but I've seen them play single player to some extent. I heard tales of the difficulty jump between the very hard and ultimate and Calvitium. But it'll be fun. I will say, when it comes to jumping into ultimate, I feel like for every character that is undergeared, it's always quite a shock. I know I was like, for example, a Ramar, and I got to 80 for the first time. And I'm like, oh yeah, very hard was easy. And then I go to ultimate, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't do enough damage. And I'm like, how do I deal with these enemies? And everybody's like, use Frozen Shooter, use Spread Needle. And I didn't have them. She got his gas kicked in ultimate. It definitely with the faster enemies, it could be a little tricky. They're also quite tall, so they're kind of annoying at times. If you're playing with the dynamic camera angle, you don't see anything. That damage. Time to reapply some buffs. Time to get run over while attempting to try fluid. Okay. Calvitium's slightly out of range. Let's go fix his damage. Not bad. Competing with grants and damage, nice. It's a little ways away from leveling, but... Hey, photon drops, nice. Wait for Calvitium. There he is. Now we'll go in. Nice level up. Did TTF an ultimate was horrible? What part of it gave you trouble out of curiosity? Was it the worm boss or anything before then? It's material. I'm thinking of Hell Cleave and going back for it. Died on the last boss. Did you have a force there at all or no? I'm gonna grant the wrap because I don't feel like moving. Goodbye, enemies. Oh my gosh, I have mono fluids on her. I need to use that ASAP. Get out of my inventory. Don't need you. I just got slapped. I'll protect Calvitium. Don't think any of us were ready for it. Really just depends on who goes. If you have a lot of male characters, sometimes it can be annoying because you don't really have necessarily a multi-hit weapon. The females have more options when it comes to that. You press the double A, of course. So I'll shake our heads, chat. What is your weakness even? I don't even remember. Apparently it is thunder. No rares. Fear Crisis? Okay. Not bad. Yeah, the final phase of the boss is kind of a giant stat check. Do you have enough health to survive getting hit by laser? No, die. Do you have enough healing to survive guaranteed hits from the melee moves? No, die. It's kind of brutal. There's not really a lot of counterplay to the final phase. Not a big fan of how it was designed. I don't mind fighting it, but yeah, the design sucks. Yeah, I see some people bring in like gush weapons just so they could get healing. Yep. It'll end up being a stat check. The set damage is too high. If you're in multiplayer, you can play around it by just staying further apart, but it's not always guaranteed. Oh, I got knocked over. Sadness. Well, this is why we try giving her some XP. I'll go back to the other character after this. I just wanted to say that we used her a little bit. I do want to level her once they get more comfortable. So at least I get to get a sense of how much damage I'm doing, because it's been a while since I played her. Say no to them. It'd be pretty funny if she was so short the fireballs couldn't hit her. That would be the new force tech. I would just make like the smallest characters in the game. Like, it's fine. The episode 4 height check. Yeah, she can't quite stun move. It's like close-ish, but not really. That damage was a bit higher than I was expecting. Let's rebuff everybody. Another Mace of Adamant, nice. I thought I was far enough forward. I've learned very swiftly. I was not. Nice level up ChaosVania and nice demons. I saw that demons. That thing would have been annoying for me to kill. Let's unlock a couple things. Found a Terrell's Parasol. Ooh. If that... Another rare enemy. Apparently this character is lucky. Die, random Marissa. Get zonded. Actually, since I know I'm coming up to the other room where I'm going to use the merge the whole time, might as well do this. Wow. I was going to say, I didn't do a lot of damage there. I just let the team go in with the guns. They dealt with them. I was there for moral support. Maybe some light stun locking. Okay, I got ice for the upcoming waves. Gonna try to kill the Zeus faster. Well, I guess I could just Rifoi this first one. That is not what I wanted. Can you die falling down the hole? Sometimes going down the hole does damage you. I don't think in that instance it will even damage you. Thank you, Robarda damage. Oh, if only she had a little more MST, it would have been perfect. And you're dead. And you're dead. I just turned around and just looked at all the damage that poor thing took. I know there's a photon drop. I'll pick it up eventually. Don't worry, chat. No, you're probably panicking. I mean, I could technically disconnect and use it, but I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna play support force here. Excuse me. I have to go pick up 2 photon drops. You know, as you do. Oh, that was interesting. I was able to grant and then get the bonus damage against the claw weakness. Interesting. Can't say I ever tried doing that before. Like, before it swapped, I just did the element it already had. I don't think it'll save me any time, but I guess it's neat to know. I'm okay with Robarda here. Chat's going in. You got it, chat. Deal with the threat. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put down some Robarda. Move a little further forward to get both Zeus. You know what? That Barda should kill from here. It did. Oh, I was out of range of the other one. I was just about to say, I felt like one more health bar should have gone down. That's fine, though. I didn't get punished too hard. There we go. Got both the Zeus. And dead. I don't think it really matters what I equip here. These enemies still hit like a truck. Oh, ChaosVania 73, Calvitium 87. So we got a lot of levels. Goodbye, disease. Oh, this time I could hit him. Thank you, Barda. See, I can see if I do a hyper focus on ice and somebody else does a hyper focus on fire. It could be interesting. I do feel like Thunder is kind of unloved. I just feel like there's enough enemies where Thunder just doesn't do damage. At least in episode 4. Meanwhile, the Gaffoe love here. Well, thank you for joining us, ChaosVania. It's basically only them, yeah. The Babudas, the real monsters spewing fireballs. That's true. I actually really don't remember the rare weaknesses that well. They just never pop up while I stream. So I just take that Star Atomizer and pick up another armor. Let's be a little more cost efficient here. See, I'll put all these away, and then we'll, I guess, see who's around if somebody wants to fill in for ChaosVania. But yeah, I can't believe we got ChaosVania all the way to 73. So our work is going to be much shorter on Sunday. I probably got it in me to go for at least another hour, but then I'll probably take a break. And by break, I mean I'll not stream. Because eventually I do need food. So I guess if nobody needs leveling, what we'll do is we could do a little bit of ultimate. 10 tickets, nice. We'll just do some TTF for Calvitium, die on him repeatedly. We'll live through the PTSD. Put these away, don't need these. Emerges away in the Beta 1. Is there anything she can hold on to? I will grab a Heavenly Body. Put it in her character bank for now. Having multiple defense ups is so huge on this character. Her defense is terrible. I mean, she's a 215 base defense at 116. Insane. Wow, the shield's worth a 5k plus. So I can restock everything and make a small profit. Thank you, empty slots in inventory. So yeah, I could probably buff her overall damage next time I go to play. I need to move my ad slots around. Probably just go all out ice and take Congeal Cloak. For comparison, yours is 186. Yeah, and I'm like, we're not that far off in levels. Oh no. And that's with, by the way, oh, it's not on it. With 2 god abilities, for clarity. So I think she would have, what is it, 175 normally? So you would normally have more defense than her at that level. By like a lot. So what I'm gonna do... I guess I can help carry a little bit. It's been a while, chat, since I've had to carry. I mean, I guess I could play Force or I can play Ranger to fill the void. So I guess I'll leave it up to chat. Did you want to do some episode 4 and I would just carry with Fomar or something? I have a Bringer's Arm on him, so Gerdabulu's not really an issue. Otherwise, we could do something where I just go to TTF. But I'll bring in like a serious character. You know what? I'll play Fomar. It's been a while since I played him. So Calvitium will now see the upgrade of... I guess we'll do Massive Attack 4 first. And then we'll see from there. We'll mix it up a little bit, because we've been doing a ton of episode 4. I don't want to burn people out on it. Where's the character? There it is. Green ID's got decent drops, at least. Maybe we'll get Heaven Striker. Or who knows? Maybe we'll kill a single zoo and V101 will fall out. And we'll just have like one of the best units in the game. You know, just casually. Feel like you want to burn me on ultimate? Oh, I almost put single player. You should be fine, Calvitium. And by fine, I mean you're probably going to need the escape dolls that are in my inventory. So I have the most ridiculous gear on, so this character should be fine. Something tells me, chat. You know what's actually kind of funny? I was saying before, even in episode 4, I actually end up meleeing more often than not as the Force when I'm playing multiplayer. I actually genuinely use Astron Belt for damage. Like, true story. Like, 1400 ATP is not all that low. And I'm used to having lower as a ranger anyway. It's like, Spread Needle doesn't have like the highest ATP ever, even with good bases. But anyway, I think I'll leave my red ring on, but what I do need is, where is it? V801. Time to get rares you can't use? Probably accurate. I don't think I need Cure Freeze right now. We'll do something like this. Got an Adept. I'm gonna put away whatever this thing is. We'll look at it later. I'll keep the Cure Freeze. I'm gonna drop some Escape Dolls for Calvitium at some point. Don't need this many. Do I need an Ice Staff? Probably. I'll give Calvitium some Escape Dolls. Enjoy. How am I doing on fluids? I forgot to actually look. Oh, I have mono fluids? Oh. Alright, good. So I'll have 10 free slots, even with this many weapons. You're shocked you have more HP than Calvitium? He hasn't consumed a single HP material, by the way, and he's not using Heavenly HP. We call that Hue Cast privilege. You don't need them. We've gone on the tangent before, but I'm not a big fan of HP material. Yeah, I think I love being at like 800 health so I can actually do mines, and then I like being at 1200 and 1400 and nothing else. If I'm not one of those totals, it's just like profound sadness. It's like, oh, are you at 1500 health? Hope you enjoy dying to Gal Griffin Tornado. I'm like, oh. And then profound sadness. So anyway, if needed, I will go up and Astron Belt crowd control. This character's got options. This character has no Gafoe buff. I'm gonna play him the classic way of only Gafoe. Oh no, his buttons are weird. Oh, I gotta fix that. Once I'm done with these waves, I'll fix it. For now, I'll manually do. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, I gotta fix that. Wait, this one works. Oh, never mind. I don't need to change it right away then. Yeah, I think it's time for me to melee. I mean, 500 damage, not bad. I love you, Astron Belt. You're my favorite weapon. You give me defense and ridiculous 50% hit? So anyway, I'll be playing more ATP than Force. Although, I guess since you're here, we could stack up some Gafoe. Nothing wrong with that. 519, that's not bad. I was gonna say, that satellite lizard will reach us eventually. Yeah, that right there, like, we almost peaked at 140 XP a second. Even in multi, we went over 140. So that's kind of nice. XP is soaring, I'm sure it is. Astron Belt time. Yeah, now that I have Red Ring with this character, he's like actually fun to play. But like, that's such a steep requirement to enjoy the forest. Nice level up. It's like, oh yeah, just get best shield in the game. The character's playable. Oppo Mars. I'm not gonna make another one of you. You're too expensive. You know what's sad? I actually think Bringers would be faster here. Rest in peace, Calvitium. Or actually, Forest, never mind. These things do real damage for sure. So I think here, a well-placed magical piece. I think when I did single player, what I would do is pull them, and then I would do that. Did not die in one hit. Defense sometimes matters the most. See, now that I pulled them towards me, they're going to be lined up with the Satellite Lizard Wave, which is what I wanted. So, joke's on them. I don't move and I kill this whole wave. See, that's worth it. Bringer's Rifle. Let's go for a little... I was going to say. There we go. Whipping out the demons, chat, as you can. And dead. You can always see which one I demon. There we go. Pow, pow, pow. So I'm playing kind of like a pseudo ranger right now. Using a sniper. Healing. Sometimes. Believing most of the time. Check. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that unarmed is just worth it, even if it's slower. Oh, the demons though. Gross. Goodbye, Babuda. Goodbye, Zoo in front of me. I mean, hey, I guess if the gun works. I don't know if they intended for you to play the game like this, but it is what it is. Goodbye, Zoo. Ooh, unlucky. 132% I whipped 3 times in a row? Come on. Come on, 3/4 chance. There we go. Yeah, I figured somebody with Bringers would save a lot of time here for not killing very quickly. Is that a level 20 gel? Okay, I'll take that. We'll go back to, I guess, normal force thing. Start stacking. Should be good enough. Photon Crystal, nice. Love to see it. That one enemy just out of range. There we go. Goodbye, the Satellite Lizards. Put one more safety Kapoe out. The other one wears off. Oh, the Dorphon. Rest in peace, Dorphon. Get demon. Rest in peace, Calvitium. Dorfon got his revenge. Or Rappy did. One of the above. Yeah, I'm definitely picking that up. Actually, you know what? At this point, it's better just the power. Wow, that is silly. Is this actually 50 hit or 40 hit? Wow, that's with 50 hit. I still don't have guaranteed hard hit with Red Ring. Insane. I'm only like 186. That was one hit. I'm sure it was. I think you got set damage if I had to guess. So it could have been maybe Zoo Dive Bomb. Dorfon does 690, I think? On ultimate? Question mark? I should have that number memorized, but I don't for multiplayer. So we're gonna do a little debuff action here. Whenever there's too many enemies that have too many mixed types, I'm gonna whip out the Astron Belt and just deal with them. Now that I'm not being focused, let's whip out the Bringers and say goodbye to that Astar. Goodbye, Astar. Then we're gonna target this other Astar. We're gonna say goodbye to him in just a moment as well. Or I just get incredibly unlucky with demons. Nothing like 100+% chances to hit and whipping both attempts. Brutal. Take your head out. The 3/4 chance is real. I'm gonna debuff so nobody dies. Another scape doll. I think I'll take that. Did that really whip? Is that really whipping right now? Okay, that hit. Goodbye, Zoo. Dorfon said hello. Dorfon going on a killing frenzy. It's fine. Once we're past this, it should be a bit easier. I think at this point it's faster to Grants. Put a safety Kafoe. I apparently didn't put it up fast enough. I still got lasered. Get wrecked apparently. So while that's happening, game. Thank you. Appreciate it. I almost emoted on him, which would have been funny. So close. Just want a Demon Sim. Nope, denied. Too dodgy. Killing Frenzy. Alright, we're almost past the hardest wave for you guys, which is the set damage wave. Almost. And things will be much easier. I don't know why I menued that slow. That was my fault. No luck with demons, apparently. Goodbye, Zoo. Okay, he's dead. It's also dead. Do it just a little more. Come on, land it. There we go. Take a tri-fluid. What else do I need? Probably nothing else here. I'll take a couple barriers though. For Calvitium. Okay. I'll try to be the party tank. I'm gonna walk further in the room that I normally like to do. Oh, I was... It's gonna be interesting. You know what? This is fun. We'll do this. Oh, yeah, if I have Barda, that should stop them from doing most things. Calvitium throwing down freeze trap. Good choice. Keep up them, speed it up. Nice level up. Yes, now I'm going to switch to the bow spam. Photon Blast, nice. I'm at 67. Calvitium had enough of the Silent Lizard. He just wants to shoot him. Okay. Not too shabby. What the? Are you getting attacked by Ghost Rappy? I think he's getting attacked by Ghost Rappy. The desync is too powerful. Oh. Calvitium stop that from popping. Do want to see what they draw. I'll leave the try behind. Don't need it. Okay, I'm gonna walk in the middle, which is not normally what I do, and I'll take the tech detention from the team. There we go. I'll be allowed to play the game eventually. There we go. Thank you, Red Rain, for making me tanky. I will gladly just keep doing this. Goodbye, Marissas. The real threat. I don't care about any other enemy down here. Gertabulu, who cares? Marissa, perish. Yeah, I keep telling that to Calvitium. He keeps pulling the guns on them. He's determined not to weapon swap for them. He'll get a hang of it eventually. I think ChaosVania was getting used to it with the F2 menu. Yeah, XP per second's 115. It's still better than very hard, even if it's not like the fastest clear in the world. I don't even get 118, 117 on like good runs of other places. Like Forest in particular. I'm like, oh boy, I got 80 XP a second. I'm like, wow. I could have just been playing episode 4. Get wrecked apparently. Yeah, let's weaken them up a little bit. If I walk forward every now and then, it shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna say chokes on them. I've been spamming that the whole time. Speaking of which. There we go. Good old demons. Okay, I got Gertabulu. Don't worry, chat. I got this. Oh, Gertabulu had a health accident. Rest in peace, Gertabulu. Got him, chat. Checkmate. You know what's sad? I think Asteron's faster for me than just spamming spells again. Just more efficient. 4 forces. You gotta play them like melee characters. Do I need a star atomizer? Not really. In case somebody needs it. Still got a really good amount of fluids left. I'm at 10 tri-fluids. Which is very silly. Thank you. I think he has an Adept on. There's no way. I was gonna say. There's no way I still had that many tri-fluids and didn't have Adept. Adept giving him accuracy, which is nice. Do a little debuff. Making okay time in the quest. Justy, not a great draw. Is what it is, I guess. You know what? I think this is just one of those times I just try to kill with bringers. It's just better, as long as I can land it. Yeah, like that one demon saved time. I didn't think I lined up with him like that. Ooh, it's a little hard to hit. Calvitium am I pulling out the guns? We had enough of the enemies. Yeah, they got that. I'll set up in the next wave. I guess I can rip away them through the wall, that also works. Lure them more towards me. Gives the chat some time to move a little closer, and Gafoe will eventually hit them. Nice and simple. Nice little loop going. Goodbye, my box. We're gonna debuff so Calvitium doesn't die from that. There we go. Little freeze action. Now I think it's time to Bringer's Rifle them. I was gonna say, crazy unlucky if that didn't kill. Crazy unlucky. Speaking of unlucky, unlucky for him. Goodbye. Almost have Mag Blast. Once that happens, that'll let us do quite a bit of damage between me and Calvitium. Need to get hit more. Which is weird, because I've been trying to get hit, but just aren't targeting me correctly. Like, I'm not trying to dodge them. I've been using melee, too. Stage Hazard, you're the thing that will not help me the most. Ooh, that'll help, though. Oh no, everybody dead but me. 1 second. Never mind. Revive on the case. Vibron Detonator. Pretty solid XP, almost 140,000. Fireball, please. Okay, I'm like 1 attack away from getting Photon Blast. Nice level up. Goodbye with the Goron. Oh, didn't get the special twice, 3 times. Oh man, I'm failing the 3/4 chance chat multiple times. Brutal. Can't do anything about that. I didn't even think it was like accuracy from distance causing me to whip either. Just bad luck. Let's a little closer. Freeze traps. Super welcome there. I just realized I can't go forward, as I have Mag Blast. Unfortunate. Backup strap. Oh my gosh, I need to not be on this side of the road. Game, please. I can't even heal the group. I'm getting stun locked. Stop it. Okay, let's just go for lockdown. We'll let Calvitium kill these things. Okay. It's like just too far above me. Whatever. We're gonna go for the Razan lock here, so hopefully nobody takes damage. Sorry, Goron Detonator. I don't feel like debuffing you. Thank you, unarmed casting. Almost. I mean, that was like a bazillion casts in a row. Excuse me. There we go. More progress. I'm assuming everybody is Mag Blast at this point. So if we wanted to just do random things, should be good to go. Although I don't remember what Calvitium's Mag Blasts are. So I guess if we have Murphy maybe do Myla. If you could do the Angel Wing one, Calvitium, I'll do the other one. So I'll let whoever's using Myla go first. So Murphy. Oh, Calvitium did join in. Oh no, Calvitium, do you not know how to join in? Oh no, we got trolled. Rest in peace. Ooh, he didn't even get the buff because of that too. Brutal. So we'll let you know, Calvitium. You need to hit control and then use one of your action palette skills. I thought you knew how to do it because you did, you've done it before by accident. But by this point, you should have had 100 meter for sure. Oh well. Rest in peace. I will switch to Astron Belt on the next thing. Just like okay damage. Ooh, they can't hurt me anymore. Nice. Okay, so the D-band was big there. There we go. Slow down the hits, get the reward. Nice, nice. Save a little bit of time there. Debuff, debuff. Like I'm almost dead. Take care of him. Okay. Bad, not too bad. Zoo's in the wall. Wait, where is the zoo? Wait, it's not even on my radar. Where did? Oh, okay. He died off screen. That's all that matters. I'm gonna go for the Gerda Boo here. Ooh, unlucky demons. Game, really? Wow, I failed 4 in a row. Come on, 3/4 chance. You could do it. Be a little nicer. Come on. It's not my accuracy, Chad. I promise you. 134% at that distance. Should not miss. There we go. Got through the bad luck streak. We've had a change of fortune. What is the forecast then? Hunters, droids, females. Interesting. So final room, don't think we'll clear it, but we'll get pretty close. The zoos take forever to kill, unfortunately. Scaring Rappy's health. It'll be very tight if we do make it, I'll put it that way. So we gotta get through 25 more enemies. These enemies are quite awful. Speaking of awful. That one real quick. Ooh, crits. Crits will help. It's out of range of that one. That sucks. I was trying to do that on purpose to stop them from reaching me. Rappy interrupting my combo. Don't need that right now, Rappy. Perish. Unfortunate. Rappy the MVP. Rappy actually stopping me from doing what I want to do. Please go away. Please stop meleeing me. It's stopping me from getting to my human hit. Thank you, Perish. Where's the other zoo? Oh. It's in the wall, okay. Excellent camouflage, I would not have expected him there. Too close, we're gonna back up. We're not getting lucky again, unfortunate. Come on, game. I missed every demons. The sadness. Okay, fine, I'll just kill them normally then. It's not a bad pace, maybe we will clear it. The zoos are just horrendous though. So thank you, Buff Shifta, I guess. There we go, that's time save. Zap him, don't need to worry about him. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for DPS here. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to Zalor, I think, this final wave so we can clear it. Oh. Getting low on moons, but we're almost done, fortunately. I just need like one AoE. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm almost done killing them. So close. Oh, speaking of which, goodbye, Zoo. It's one less Zoo. Game, please. Game, please. So close. Down to the wire, last minute. But this is looking pretty good. I got a little better luck with demons. That'll be a tight clear. 1 minute left. I don't have a lot of time to pick up items. Dye fluid, don't need you. Take that. And I want the reward more than I want the items. So good luck, chat. You have 40 seconds to get to the exit. No pressure, but I am out of here. Not worth checking anything. Well, thank you for playing Calvitium. Hope you had fun. I'll do any last second checks. Nothing rare. I'm out of here. So there we go. Almost leveled from that, actually. It was worth 181, so leveled for sure next time. 13 tickets, not bad. 120. It's okay. Oops. Rolled by short person, I couldn't see. 1 ticket? That sounds about right. The murder's real. But hey, Calvitium ended the game at 90. 93 for Murphy. It's pretty good. So I'm up for like a game or two. If there's a preference you would prefer, Murphy, do whatever you want. Do full realm for like at least 1 run. I'll put the Jellin away in here. I don't think I could put it in my care bank at the moment. Yeah, just about anything. I mean, if you say tower, I veto. Just, I'll be like, nah. Be like, oh darn, internet's breaking up, can't hear you. Just, it's all over. I was gonna say, my days of playing tower are over. I have no interest in playing tower ever again. I grinded that for like 15 or 20 hours back to back, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Never again. I got what I wanted from it, which was V502, and I left. Oh, I do have enough ad slots to get the Ignition Cloak. That'll free up space in my share bank. Okay, I'll do that later. What am I doing money-wise? Made a profit? Okay. Oh, I didn't restock yet, though. Moons. Yeah, I definitely don't need mono fluids. I don't know why they're even on this character. What a waste of space. Never worth it, especially not when you have adept. Totally not worth taking mono fluids. So anyway, if you want to do TTF, or you want to do very hard, or whatever you want, and I'll pick whatever you need for the quest. Honestly, you don't know? More mass attack is fine. It'd be a little tricky with just the 2 of us. Do you want to do it on very hard or ultimate? Something before I go further. Could do very hard? Sure, we could do that. I don't see anything. I don't see what I'm looking for in there. So I'll switch back to my other character then, give him more XP. Probably do one run. I'm gonna go get some food. Maybe two, guess it depends. But yeah, there's kind of like that awkward moment with the phone Newman. Like, you're so close. I think once you hit like 110, should be good. Yeah, we'll do at least one more, because once you get like 720 base health here, it's really good. So we'll get you some XP up, I think. Ooh, 20k miss out of nice. So yeah, been a lot of fun. Got a little of the pink ID. I gotta figure out, maybe I'll do some solo pink while people are coming in. Maybe that's how I should start the stream. 20 levels. Kind of, yeah. I think somewhere around like 105-ish, you'll feel okay. Honestly, you really just need a tiny bit more health. That's it. I think your damage is fine. It's just that, like, once you're able to either get more heavenly HP or heavenly body, I think you'll be in a better position. Speaking of which, yeah, why don't I help you with that? Let's do, let's make you more slot efficient, so that way you could use a heavenly body, and that will make you not instantly die to Goron Detonator. Goron Detonator is actually a big problem. That's why I like having at least 400 defense as base. Just so I don't worry about knockdown with them. But even like 350 would be a pretty big improvement if you got anywhere near that. So I'll make a game. I will loan a heavenly HP. I guess it really depends on how many I have in my share bag. I do want some of them back when people are done with them, so I'll probably get one back from ChaosVania at some point when he no longer needs it. Because they are super good for taking people through. I just want to make sure, do I have 4 or do I have 5? If I have 5, I'll just let you keep it. I only have 3 in here. But you know what? You're very helpful. Let's give you something that will help you significantly. Enjoy the 100 HP. I do need to get more of those. And then I'll get some of those anyway, because I do play Pink ID episode 4. So, like, if I just do... just do pod with pink. Honestly, I don't have a problem with that at all. Yeah, maybe that's what I should be doing, because I mean, underground gives me Guardiana, but like from a but then I give up limiter. Well, I guess it's fine. Limiter was not meant to be. So yeah, that extra HP, you can swap in one of your other ones for like a heavenly body, and that will make your survivability go through the roof. So I think you have enough raw HP to survive Dorfon nonsense for the most part now. Let me go re-arm myself from my share bang. Please tell me I didn't leave the unit on the other character. I think I did. Oh, I forgot to unequip it. Well, no V801 for me. That is going to be brutal. What do I put in its place? Wait, did that character have everything? Oh, well, no. Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting the other character back. No. I can't do this. C-Bank 2. 1 second. We haven't started a quest, so I could always rejoin. I'm like, where did I put my V801? If I at least had the merge, I would have done it without V801, but I didn't have the merge either. Which is brutal. I didn't think I picked it up with that character, but I didn't see it in my share bank either. 1 second. I'll just remake in a moment, rather than rejoin, actually. I'm just gonna type in gibberish first, because I need to get the stuff off of him. The downside of swapping characters, when everybody doesn't have what you need. Sometimes you just forget that you didn't do it. So he should have everything I need, right? Interesting. Okay, that's fine. I don't need the merge per se. At least the V801. I could either the merge or the V801. I could fix who as what. I kept the blue barrier, I think, on my phone new world, which is fine. I want to keep it on her. But I want to check one more thing. Oh, actually, no, I took it off her. Whoops. Well, anyway, now I know for the future. And swap. We're good. I'm going to attribute that to being blind. I didn't see the shield in there. I would have just continued the game otherwise. V801's like a privilege. I don't need it, per se. It does help with stun locks. So anyway, let's try again. So unless there are people looking to play Ultimate specifically, this will probably be the last run. Perfect. And good to go. Yeah, this character's dual wielding heavenly HPs. I don't really need them when I'm playing very hard. I could probably just unequip those for Heavenly Minds, honestly, for damage or a God Technique. I'm actually contemplating it very heavily, so that would benefit me. I don't benefit from having too much health. So I'll take one of these. I think I'll take a God Technique. I'm gonna take both of the merges. Swap this for here. I'll keep the Heavenly Body, because I'm almost at 300 defense. Put on a God Technique, then we'll put on a Rifoe merge. So we have the fastest possible cast for Rifoe. Let's go. And then I guess we'll end the stream, potentially, unless somebody's willing to do a TTF at the last minute. We'll just cash in our tickets and see what we get. So I've been doing at least several of these. I'm buffing your shift out of habit, not because I think you'll do damage with it. Okay, so oh, rare Rappy? Oh, is it happening? Another Ignition Cloak? We farming? Oh, that damage though. Damage is so good. 593 on a Rifoe merge. Oh my gosh. The damage is insane. Perish? Well, maybe we'll actually get another Ignition Cloak. Maybe I can actually complete my forces for once. We'll see what happens. I did not get an Ignition Cloak, but I will go back for Scape Doll HP material. That I will gladly do. Worth it. Nice Photon Crystal. Wow, we've really been profitable today. Good amount of Photon drops and crystals between most players. A couple of interesting rares. Heavenly Arms from Calvitium, for example. Goodbye. Actually, I just realized that's really sad. It's more efficient to run very hard episode 4 than it is to do Forest Ultimate with a Force. That is a sad realization as I look in the bottom right-hand corner of my screen. That's like actually depressing. Like, come on, Forest isn't even hard, but they just don't clear it fast. Brutal. At least I should level up this quest. Be a good way to end the stream. Perish satellite lizards. Not what I wanted to do, but it's fine. Another scape doll, another power material, and I think a tri-fluid. Nice. Pretty good timing. I was just out of PP. Another scape doll, sure. Never enough scape dolls. I almost used HP material. I would have tilted myself off the face of the planet, chat. Like, I purposely removed HP material. I don't really need it. Wow. Goodbye, Sue. But live with 6 health. Oh, another Photon Drop. Nice. I was going to say, that is a lot of potential things to trade in for good rares. So I'm sure you're very happy with being able to potentially get those. For your reference, I got a red barrier for 5 Photon Drops. So if you want one of those, I think people might still be selling them. Off by 1 health? Brutal? So if either one of us levels, that would have not left them at 1 health. I can't believe the Dwarfon, or not Dwarfon, the Satellite Lizard at 1 health. The Rampy makes sense, because it runs away at that much, but... what silliness. Ooh, got bodied. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I would say like your force is probably okay for solo, honestly, at your level. You have like just enough health that it is probably okay. Multi's always a bit riskier. Hey, level up. Is it a real level up? Yeah, got accuracy. It's a real level up. I'm tired of the fake level ups. No accuracy. Use the Astark as my central Ripoe point, and then kill everything near it. Wow, it's actually just so much faster to Ripoe. Grants is still not worth using. Poor Grants. One day. I feel like with Grants, they should have let it either multi-hit, like you could combo with it, like the Dwarfon Eclair could, or you apply it to everybody, like Falls does. I feel like it needed a little something extra. Oh. Capped on stars. Time to use some then. Nice. Almost to 200 IQ. Took a while, but just a little every run. I meant to ask, what... well, probably not the best time in the middle of the run, but I was curious what you're doing with all the Nidras. Poor enemies. donate a couple. Interesting. We'll see who ends up showing up. If it's just us, if it's the people that have already been playing, then it'll be interesting. Rock has Timar and Fomar eventually. Fomar is brutal. That character is the most item-intensive character I've ever played. Like, legit unplayable with, like, without Red Ring or high-hit Excalibur. Or, like, 50-hit Guardiana. Otherwise, they just feel like weaker Fonumen. I think it wasn't until I was like 180 that I finally benefited from having ATP higher than the Fonumen. Where I was like, oh, I guess that's the thing. Use the Fomar to level limiters. Fair. I mean, you could use that with most characters, I think. Oh, yeah, you wouldn't be able to do limiters and lame at the same time on Fonumen, unfortunately. I'm waiting on one more limiter. I would be very happy if we ever got one. I have gone for it time and time again and have been denied. I think we did like 30 or 40 runs geared towards it. Maybe not all on stream, but at least during the event when rare rate was up and did not get a single one. It's kind of brutal. One day, maybe. It does make the Fonumen even more fun to play. When you just no longer need heavenly HP and you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna not consume an ATP. It's fine. Poor Gerdabulu. MST, so I got a little bit of room to go. Capping at 1500. Okay. Looks like I can mix it up a little there, but I still think Chain Lightning is probably my go-to. Should be, at least if I do this. That's so sad. My Rifoi is so strong, it's actually only 10 damage off of my Rabarda for the Pyrogorons. So there's actually not even a reason for me to really Rabarda them anymore. That's actually sad. Too powerful. Get rid of all of our dye fluids for later. Oh, not worth it. Ooh, now they're tri-fluid, nice. Thank you, Chain Lightning. I love you. You're so good. Time to Grant's full screen, because I don't feel like moving. Goodbye, Zoo. Hello, Marissa's. Goodbye, my life total. Oh, they were kind to me. That was a little less kind. One more good Rifoi should seal them off. Apparently my reward is a photon drop. I don't think I really earned that, but sure. I love how we're just chaining our lightning techs over and over and over. Doesn't matter where they are, all 4 of them in the stun lock. How much does this character need to level? Ooh, 325,000. I'm definitely at the point where very hard is not really gonna level me anymore. Can live the dream, I guess. Yeah, that's not that much slower than Rabarda, and it gives me better range. Keep that in mind in the future. Very hard mode only strats. Nice, nice. Oh, one Marissa. Goodbye. Poor Gertrude as well. The simple clears. So unfortunately, did not get anything from the Del Rappy. Otherwise, we'll end with a pretty good amount of tickets. Guess I'll go embrace the Gertrude. Hello, Gertrude. Oh, thought I was gonna Ripoe in between. Slightly outsped me. What a jerk. Okay. When you go to menu and you think you hit the right spell, then you Barbarda. Disappointing. Let's try this again, this time with the stun lock, thank you. Now I'm in the right spot. I recognize slightly too slow, the other zoo was out of range. That other poor zoo though. There's still plenty of time to spare. Ridiculous. That's even with us not having demons. Simple clear and goodbye. It's on level 15? Yeah, I don't think so. We keep that. Good job, Ripoe. See, not a bad clear, not a bad clear. Can I finish off the mag? Am I that close? Quite. 191 IQ though, pretty sick. Get these, got those. Any other junk items I'm holding on to? Primate, don't need that. I'm supposed to escape dolls. So I guess depending on how many, okay, if I have at least 40 tickets on this character, I will go to the shop. Otherwise, I'll just hold off for another play session. It's like kick the council. Come on, take this, that's fine. How many am I up to? Is it a good gamble amount? 54? I guess. I guess that's just enough for me to do it. So I guess we'll end by seeing what kind of things we get from the ticket vendor. I think with the party so fresh, I think in Ultimate next time we go to play, we're probably going to do some early TTF. And we might quit before Mind Boss, maybe? Unless I'm a Super Ranger, then we'll at least do Mind Boss. Falls, I think, is out of the picture. I don't think the team could do Falls. But in terms of, like, Dragon or Worm, I think you guys would have it. It's not that bad. I have too many Scape Dolls yet again. I only ever need one. So I guess what's gonna happen is I will create an episode 2 shop and then see what I got. When I have the ATP to cheese vault up one. I mean spread needle is the ultimate cheese. I was laughing because I was talking to Calvitium, but I think it was off stream. I said, let me show you how to beat every boss, and then the joke was I said I use spread needle every boss, including Dark Balls. But it's like it kind of is the answer to everything. I mean, you can be a little more efficient with like Last Swan, but you could still spread needle every phase and every fight in every room. It's so silly. So I'll call this one Ziggy Shop. But yeah, I mean, all that would happen is I would just bring in either my Rockcast or my Rocket Seal. If I play the Rock Seal, she would at least get like the LNK, I think. But yeah, I mean, like legit, you guys could literally not touch the boss. I could solo even in multi, as long as you put shift on me. Just guide me in the general direction of an enemy, they'll die. Yeah, I do really like my Rocket Seal as a boss killer, though. She can handle the Mines boss super easy, too. I think what helps is that I have, like, decent percentages. Spread Needle is a great choice for one. Sometimes, if I'm solo... only for that phase. I actually don't like Spread Needle in multi on the spinners, if I'm solo spinners. Heaven Striker lets me one-shot at a distance. So it's faster for me to do that. But when it comes to like spread needle on the next phase, when it's shooting them and it also can elemental attack, it's decent. Mech gun. Yeah, oh yeah, because I use Last Swan. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I have Last Swan for the boss. Last Swan is the pistol range murder machine gun thing. It's so funny. Okay, well, I finally get grand prize on stream. Will it happen? Will I be cruelly denied? Am I gonna get all 5th place again? One firework. I got a mono grinder. I think we know where this is going, chat. I think we all deep down know. Grand prize has been removed from this patch of Ephinea for this character. Oh, I got an evade. Oh boy, an evade material. I like that actually less than a mono grinder. That's impressive to downgrade from Mono Grinder. It gave me a Mono Grinder again. I complained, therefore we got it. Come on, game. 10 attempts. One of them has to go to 3rd place at least. Okay, 2 fireworks. TP material. Okay, not gonna be mad at that. I like TP material. It is just free extra spells with Tri-Fluids. 2 fireworks. 2nd prize, 200,000, of course. So already worth doing those runs. It paid for itself. Oh, Try Grinder. It mixed it up a little. I'll give the game that. The plot twist. Another Try Grinder. How many do I have left? 19. I got 3 more tries to try to get grand prize for the first time on stream. This character has the worst luck I have ever seen in getting it. Playing this game... Oh, evade material? Playing this game, you would think the grand prize doesn't exist. Meanwhile, people have gotten Girasol that have played alongside me already. 2 fireworks. 3rd prize, luck material. Oh, luck material's okay. Brutal. Two fireworks. 2nd prize, another 200,000. 1 luck HP, def, 3 mono, die. Nice. And that's it for me. So no grand prize. But hey, 400,000 Meseta is a pretty solid consolation prize, I will say. We'll take that. Yeah, man, Massive Attack 4 is just so good. You know what we'll do to mix it up, I think, next time we play on Sunday? I'm gonna do a boss run with the chat. Now that everybody's, like, sufficiently tanky. I think 700 health is the safety factor. It's been a while since I did very hard boss. But still get tickets on top of that. Stand under the dragon when it dies. Oh, it's referring to episode 4. Oh, we are all way too ready for dragon. We could do dragon anytime in episode 1. I'll be like, listen, I'm just gonna bring in... Oh yeah, I meant MAE, yeah, on like very hard. So we gotta get ChaosVania up to 80 first. But yeah, TTF is easy. I'm like, come on. I'll carry the whole team. You don't even have to attack the worm. I mean, I'd appreciate it, but once you debuff the worm, I'm like, I'm good. The things Spread Needle will do to a boss, quite disgusting. So depositing 500,000. So made a decent amount of progress in terms of recovering wealth from gambles earlier. So pretty satisfied with that. I do not have a Cannon Rouge. I will let you know, I have never had one drop ever. Ever. On any ID, on any run. I have gotten Cannon Rouge before for a friend. I said, like, I purchased it, but I have never, ever had a drop. And that is with, what runs did I do in episode 4 for that? Dwarf on Eclair. I think I did Massive Attack E runs on green. And I ended up getting Heaven Striker twice before I got a single Cannon Rouge. So what do you think about those odds? I don't think that should be possible, but it happened. Ubuta's on red. I unfortunately don't have a red force anymore. I could do red. I was thinking at some point the green Fomar that I have will eventually go to red. I need somebody to fill in the color gap, so that's why I need at least 2 more forces. I need a purple, and I need somebody as a stand-in red or green. And then I'll be happy. I'll have every force I'll ever need. I could have white sometimes, maybe. I'll think about it. But I'm not really dying to do any white runs. Yeah. I have 2 pinks, so so I can make my faux neural a different color. Yeah, I might re-roll Dumpling to be a different color, because I do technically have enough forces. I think I'd be okay with her being red, because at least then if I'm doing like the boss runs, I'd get like abilities, which would be okay. I don't really need Mother Garb from the boss anymore. Yeah, maybe I'll make her red instead. Didn't expect to be handed level 80. It is what it is. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll make her red ID. So if she's red, then I just need a purple and then a white, because I would never play certain colors at all otherwise. So that sounds like a plan. I mean, I do miss trying to get V801 with her, but I also have my Fomaro. Who my Fomaro I'm also okay with being white ID, honestly. She does play the ones where white ID would be solid. It's just that pink in episode 2 is also really good. So it felt kind of mixed. Yeah, I'll just leave it as is. So I think what I'm gonna do is I didn't see any callouts for TTF. Or I guess if you want, know what I'll do? I'll humor you. If you want to do part of a TTF, not the whole TTF, I'll carry you. I do kind of feel like playing the Rocket Seal. And then I'm definitely taking a break. Yeah, I have a cast that's red, but I don't use them. Yeah, I'll bring in a heavy hitter, so you don't need to worry about that much. So we're gonna ult backspace. Thank you. I already forgot your name. I'm terrible with names. Somebody told me, it might have been Hellcleave, the shortcut in order to just go straight to the account menu. What a time saver. Especially since I play so many characters. So I guess I'll make, because it's Viridian. Viridian OP. So she is set up for the bosses. I think the other thing that makes her kind of unfair is that normally like weapon percents are kind of terrible on things like Spread Needle due to how like the weapon percentages work. But due to the fact that I have armor ATP and eventually we'll have shield ATP, those percentages actually matter. Pink is nice, you only get good drops from rares in episode 1. Yeah, like, it's something I'm not going to do a lot of runs with in episode 1. Pink was kind of... They're solid in episode 2, though, for, like, those Excalibur runs and stuff like that. And they got decent endgame rares, and they could get, like, PGF, for example. So we'll do 1 Ziggy TTF. We'll keep it private. I don't feel like waiting for public. This game has been created. But yeah, this character is an absolute monster. She's set up to kill falls, by the way, even with bad materials that heavily resist. I take, like, no damage. It's so funny. Like, I originally had Gratio on her, and she was legit unkillable. I felt bad for falls. There's good drops in pink. I honestly don't remember a single good drop from them other than God ability on... Oh no, that's episode 2. Actually, I can't think of a single good drop in episode 1. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you want Smart Link. Because otherwise they don't... I don't really want Star Amplifier over Frozen Shooter. HRs from Rare Lily. Interesting. I just know they didn't have red rings, so I mentally checked out. I think I got them with Swordsman lore when I used to play, like, non-TTF quests. And, like, their Guardian is fine. Oh, do they actually get Red Sword? Red Sword's decent. I'm scrolling up. To get it from Barbles? Why am I not seeing that? I don't see it. They get Red Saber. Do you mean Red Saber? Red Saber's okay. Yeah, like, if I'm gonna do Red Saber runs, I'll just do White ID. I actually had to think which one was Barbles, I'm not gonna lie. I can tell when the buff kicks in. Goodbye, enemies. So anyway, this character has a Heaven Striker, a Last Swan, a Frozen Shooter, and a Spread Needle. So I think I'll be good. Shoot the boxes, maybe we'll get box rares. The Quintuple Spread Needle stun. So unnecessary, but beautiful every time it happens. See, I'm here to make your life as a force so easy. I'm gonna go like, listen, they're not gonna get that close. Tell them to get wrecked. I'm already ready. I mean, basically, I mean, you can chain lightning if you want the dragon, but as soon as it's the Lord, it's over. It might get away phase 2 without chain lightning, I guess, but... Otherwise, first phase, I'm coming in. Even just, like, honestly, Last Swan it. Speaking of which... Sure, I'll build meter. Why not, right, chat? Every power attack is like 1.2%, maybe 1.3. I'm at 34 meter already. I'm a monster. Oh, it did get the damage bug, unfortunate. Goodbye. shoot it for more trolley points. Yeah, I'm like, I guess I could give her an Excalibur at some point. She's one of those characters where I'm just happy the way she is. I don't need that much else. Well, she almost leveled, actually. Only 50k. It's not that much. I see a whole bunch of things I don't need. I'm gonna ignore them. I almost never check the other boxes. I only check the green boxes. I think a while ago I was looking for like Soul Caliber to make that one weapon, but yeah. Otherwise, I just never check the boxes, ever. Oh, like if you're new to it, then yeah, that makes sense. But for me, I'm just kind of like, whatever. Actually, speaking of which, I want to go for the damage bug. 1 second. Will this cause it? It didn't. Alright, never mind. I thought I had a theory on how to do it, but that's fine. I'll figure out the insta-kill eventually, chat. There will be a more convenient setup if I've already shot in the room. Perish Lily. Oh. I should probably help you into the room. 1 second. I didn't see Rare Lily, so I didn't turn around. I just knew instant disappointment. Nice level up. Power spread needle loops are real. There you go. Enjoy their helplessness. Oh hey, look, on a troll TTF, I still found a photon drop. Okay. I almost feel like they left a drop rate up. I feel like I've gotten so many the past 2 months. It would not surprise me if that were the case. I think I've legitimately gotten over 80. I might as well just walk to you, it's fine. I'm gonna go for the damage bug one more time. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. And see if this works. Will this insta-kill? Will it kill? It did, but it split them. Interesting. Oh, I'll learn to manipulate it a bit better, chat. Ooh, I paid my bills? That is so funny you could rest adoring that. As soon as this thing is the Lord, it's over. I think you can refoe the body parts if you want. It might be better. Because it's lightning and very hard, but it's fire and higher difficulty. Alright, I'll do one more cycle. That's fine. Let's build a little more meter. Protect you real quick. There you go. Now your foe is doing like several hundred damage. Goodbye, boss. You know what? I'm at max mag blast. This is fair. Sure, I'll still shoot you even though you're dead. Is one of us gonna get a trolley LNK? Are we gonna get it? Is it finally gonna drop in a TTF run? Nope. One day, chat. One day that LNK will be mine, but with actual hit percentage. But yeah, I mean, like, if we had, like, honestly, Calvitium and ChaosVania here, I think we would just one-cycle the worm. Oh, one of them didn't get confused? How'd that happen? Weird. Anyway, goodbye, Sinnoh Red. Ow, that hurt. I think because there's only 2 of us, I think we will skip the Sinnoh clear for the V101. I just want to get to the boss. That room is a little hard with the low-level people. Like, if you legit do not have, like, 400 base defense, they will kill you and you will die very quickly. And often. Okay. I'll let you trigger the Sinnoh Red, and I'm gonna blow him away. Mine boss should go a little faster than Worm. I think I just got a little unlucky with some crits, because she's not at max luck. Close, though. Okay. How dare that thing get out of freeze early? I deserve that. I was shooting way more than I needed to. Anyway, time to bring in the problem-solving weapon. What? How do you deal with full up? The same way you deal with every other boss. I think this thing has, it's either this character that has it or my or my raw cast that has it. I have one where it's like just like, it has like 80% dark or something stupid. Might be 60. It's just so good. Oh, spread needle. Never change. It's so unfair. Wow. What a character. I mean, like, you could learn boss strategy or just bring spread needle every boss fight. It's fine. Like, again, I think this boss will go faster than the Worm boss, as long as I don't get hit here, which is probably unlikely. I deserve that. Alright, well now it's gonna take a little longer because it knocked me down not once but twice. Yeah, this boss in particular, it's like, man, trying to do damage with this as a forest takes forever. But anyway, spread needle. Solves all of life's problems. I think we're at least up to there. I mean, if you're feeling adventurous, you could do falls. I mean, it only took 9 minutes to get here. It's up to you. Hearing some weird sounds outside. Welcome back, Calvitium. Feeling up to trying? Sure thing. We're doing one last TTF, Calvitium. Drops were pretty decent today. Problem solved. I have probably a few scape dolls for you. Actually, yeah, I have like 6. I'll drop some before you go into the boss fight. I will take the shortcut and also kill the Dark Sorcerer. Yeah, that seemed fair. Hopefully you're doing well, Calvitium. We are showing off TTF, so once you guys are in Ultimate, we'll do a few of these, and that'll give you the defense to kind of get through episode 4. Do some AI manips. Uh-oh, you're pinned against the wall. I'm good to go. Hopefully whenever you're here. Randall. Gonna pull out the last swan and say goodbye to this Arlen. Fine. So here, I don't know if it's better for me to Last Swan these or Heaven Striker. Spread Needle takes too many shots. I think Heaven Swan... Sniper range, I should go for Sniper range. Oh, so by the way, you're gonna need these. That should help. Got a good defense boost today by changing armor, but still far off. I think my shield's not that great. Probably. Shields take a little while. Now, Calvitium, I did give you the Gratia, so once you get enough levels, that will be all the defensive resistance you will ever need. And then you'll feel a lot better about the character. We have to get there, Calvitium. Yeah, that's legit one-shotting. So all I gotta do is point and shoot. Oh, the sniper range, though. Wow. Pretty well handled. So if we go fast enough, he might not die here. We'll see. I could Berserk special. I'm like on the fence if that's worth it. I think I'm hitting the spinners. That sucks. Good dodge. Yeah, and the sad thing is if this character levels up, I still have more ATP to go with the character, because I fixed their materials recently. Here's the troll phase. It'll probably kill you pretty often. This phase kind of sucks. Got some pot shots in, though. Oh, good pattern, good pattern. I'd love to see it. I'm fine with this. Okay, we're gonna do the strategy of pause menu, walk diagonal to the boss, slap as the boss doesn't hit us. We will revive our friend soonish. Oh, no. We don't even need to. Power escape doll. So pretty solid damage going on. Game, please. Okay. We're gonna walk not in front of the boss. We're gonna pause and keep walking to the edge. And almost never do I get hit. We're gonna dodge again. There we go. So I gave our friend some scape dolls, because that damage is very hard to deal with unless you have, like, I don't know, like a bazillion heavenly HPs and maybe a heavenly resist to cover more bases. Maybe. As long as the Zalor is down, I should be fine on this phase. Ooh, did some damage. I do have Mag Blast for potentially the level 41 shift band. And that will be an insane amount of damage on this boss. But you thought you could escape me? I can still hit you from here. I mean, I almost got it. Okay, I'll try to body block so you don't die to this. So as long as you stay behind me, I will be the tank. Oh, you can fireball it. You should be fine. Just hurt it a little bit. Just don't kill yourself. Or I guess I could kill you and Moon Atomizer you. I guess that would have been more efficient. Anyway, the boss is almost dead. I can't hit the boss anyway. Anyway. Easy falls. So if we get Calvitium in here next time, or ChaosVania, we'll only miss damage threshold by like a little bit on Worm Boss, honestly. I just need like a little help popping the armor. So even just like 7 or 8 melee swings would probably have done it. Just to get to that health earlier. Otherwise, pretty easy TTF. It'd be funny if Red Ring did pop. What level though? 4 attack, 4 defense, and no accuracy. Fake level up, chat. Oh well. 16 minutes with just 2 people? Okay. I mean, I'm okay with that, honestly. Given we missed Worm Boss. Okay. So pretty easy clear. Decent amount of XP. And you can see in the bottom right, the XP per second is 111. So technically, this is only about as efficient as doing episode 4. So this is slightly easier, I would say, overall. But just to give you an idea how absurd episode 4 was. That's why I was saying, like, before, I was like, I'm really curious what the XP per second was with the other method. Like, this is definitely more doable for non-forces. For forces, I wouldn't recommend doing this, unless you're, you know, hard carried by robot friends. But everything else, I'm okay with it. But yeah, it just goes to show, like, she's still not at max ATP. She could get 7 more ATP, I think. Base defense of 624, pretty insane. I think my total, I think her base defense might be the same as the Faux Newman's total defense, maybe. My total defense is 1200, because that's fair. So yeah. And this is the character that's not using Gracia. If I was using Gracia or Blackhounds, I think I go over 1700 defense. And she literally cannot take damage from anything that doesn't do set damage if Gelin is applied to an enemy. And even in some cases in Forest, I don't think I could get hit even without the Gelin. It's just too much ATP, or too much defense. This character is like the supreme tank. I love playing this character, not because they're like super efficient at damage, but man, in single player, unkillable. Great accuracy. Everything I want in solo play. We got an A rank for 4 def? Okay. He lowered his expectations, I guess. I would have expected B. But hey, easy TTF. And again, that's worth about as much as episode 4 is total. But usually less dying is involved. So we're gonna go ahead and I guess quit. As I would like to get food at some point. So we'll do a little sign off. Got about 100k. I think it was registering 108 or something. I didn't look in the bottom right for the total. But yeah, it's about as much as the episode 4 quest is. But, you know, some of them are a lot harder, more, you know, expensive. So, like, if I just want the easier run, as long as somebody is a ranger, it's pretty fast. So even ChaosVania with half of the level of some of the rangers that I play would probably hard carry. Calvitium going in, weakening the worm plates would be big. Don't think the falls damage would be super good. I guess when it's on the other forms, Calvitium with the mech guns would destroy falls, but it could be a little awkward. Spread Needle hard carries everything. Spread Needle's the MVP. I mean, I used a little bit of Last Swan on final phase of Dark Falls. That's why I like the female characters more, because they have a not really hard to acquire Dark Falls item. Because I could get the Last Swan if I'm doing like black paper deals kind of arbitrarily, like on very hard or something. But yeah, had a lot of fun with it. Hopefully everybody that joined had a good time too. But I'm thinking what we'll end up doing is we will play more PSO on Sunday. So we got a little bit out of the way. We'll mix it up a little bit with run variety. We'll do some that favor forces, some that favor hunters and rangers. I am a really big fan of Terrell's Ego, I'm not gonna lie. I find that quest extremely fun, so we'll probably at least do up to Worm Boss. Just because I love wiping out that many enemies. It's very fun as a hunter in particular. But other than that, we'll try to figure out what would be, I guess, good for the group. And do that a couple times, but I definitely feel like we need to mix it up a little more. So even if we do massive attacks, maybe we'll do some massive attacks with the boss at the end, just to get some variety. Because I feel at this point everybody has a ton of HP. But anyway, chat, I think this is a good point to sign off, because I need to go get some food. I've not eaten yet. But hopefully everybody had a good time, and maybe we'll do some of these random one-offs. I'm not going to say they're going to be guaranteed. But for the people that were able to stop by, I do appreciate it. And with that, I'm going to say, I guess, goodbye to YouTube. So you've been watching this far on the video or the VOD. I'd just like to thank you for watching, and hope to see you again next time.